What's going on, YouTube? What's good? What's good on this Thanksgiving Eve? What's going on? My bad, I was muted. How's the holidays going? Holy days, holy days. I hope good. The holy days. All right. Yeah, I'm just chilling, man. Just posted. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, so I'm about to get on here right now. Hold up. And talk about this. I'm just gonna talk about this Diddy thing for a little while, and then I'm gonna switch my topics. So what's good with y'all, man? Hope y'all having a good day, good week, prosper week, day, all that. You know what I'm saying? About to send out the links to my peeps, you know what I mean? But they stupid. They on Kamala right now. I'm about to damn want to play that. Hold up. I'm about to play this. Hold up. All right. Wow. Well, hold up. So let me send the link out. Pioneer, what's good? What's good, man? Oh man, Pioneer in the building. What's going on? How you been, man? Hold up. Let me send this link out. I'm gonna talk about this Diddy thing, and I'm gonna go in a couple other topics. We're gonna talk about this Attorney General, Trump's Attorney General being anti-gun. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about that. Anti-gun. Oops. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? So what's good? What's good, man? My good peoples. My good peoples. What's good? You know what I'm saying? And posted and roasted. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah, man, I'm just chilling, man. You said the setup's coming, Pioneer? Shit, let me hold up. You think so? Hold up. Let me set this out to. Then they clowning Kamala, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Yo, let me see this Kamala. I'm gonna get into this Kamala meme real quick. Let me start this off. Hold up. She got a bottle of Hennessy in her hand. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, people. Oh yeah. A lot. Yeah, we did stay at home, man. That's facts. So I'm gonna share this out. Hold up, y'all. I'm gonna share this out. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this Diddy, or Diddy not. You know what I'm saying? Fair use. Fair use. Fair use. You know what I'm saying? Fair use. The sensationalized news media. So it's fair use. Fair use. 1976 under the Copyright Act, Section 107. Gives me allowance to report on this video for commentary and educational purposes. All right. Fair use. Let's go. Fair freaking use. All right. Fair use.
I'm Ken Whitworth here in Los Angeles, and we have breaking news right now on ABC News Live. A judge has denied bail for Sean.
But why he keep getting denied bail, but the white dude, he got bail, the Abercrombie and Fitch guy. Why are we not hearing nothing from the Archdiocese and the Catholic Church? Kind of interesting, huh?
Diddy Combs. Of course, this was the hip-hop mogul's latest bid for freedom as he remains in federal jail for his racketeering and sex trafficking case. The producer and rapper has pleaded not guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. Combs was previously denied bail back in September as well. For more on this, I'm going to bring in ABC News legal contributor Shauna Lloyd, who's joining us on the phone, as well as ABC News contributor and SiriusXM radio host Mike Muse for more on this. So I'm glad to have you both here with us. So first of all, Shauna, let's jump here to you, because I'm curious at all if you're surprised by this ruling from the judge here again to deny bail to Sean Diddy Combs.
No, I'm not surprised by the ruling because
of course I'm not surprised, because come on. We know the system is made for y'all. And made for the for these people, these Masonic people, right?
she cited in her order, there are very serious allegations about the danger that he potentially poses to other witnesses and the public at large. There are allegations that he has, been violent with others. He's also attempted to allegedly intimidate other witnesses and still contact witnesses while incarcerated, despite having an order that says he's not supposed to. So under these types of conditions, we usually find that the judge will not grant bail in order to preserve the judicial system and the witnesses and allegations about the danger that he potentially poses to other witnesses and the public at large.
What danger does he pose for these witnesses? You guys need to tell me what danger. They make it seem like this is some kind of mob boss. He's just a fucking entertainer.
There are allegations that he has, been violent with others. He's also attempted to allegedly intimidate other witnesses and still contact.
Allegedly is not factual. You see what I'm saying? Allegedly is not factual. Let's go. Allegedly is not factual at all, people. Allegedly is not the same as actual, without a shadow of a doubt, right?
Witnesses while incarcerated, despite having an order that says he's not supposed to. So under these types of conditions, we usually find that the judge will not grant bail in order to preserve the judicial system and the witnesses and ensure that testimony people.
Who are these witnesses? He don't even know. He's supposed to be. The thing is, you're supposed to know who your accusers are. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to know by law who's accusing you. How does that work? So he can't know who's his accuser is? That sounds like some bullshit to me, man. That sounds like some straight just. I don't know. It just don't make no sense to me. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Right? Make it make sense.
Feel comfortable being able to come to court and testify without being threatened with violence.
And that's part of exactly.
Can anybody answer me that question? Shannon, what's going on? Salute. Can anybody answer me why who he's threatening?
What the judge is saying, that no condition or combination of conditions will reasonably assure the safety of the community. I mean, Mike Muse, that is quite a statement here when someone is trying to get out on bail, noting that his defense lawyer said, let him out on bail. He would be in his 3-bedroom apartment right in New York, and that he would be monitored at all times. And the judge just not buying it.
Not buying it at all, Kana. And safety can mean a couple of different things. Safety just doesn't mean free from harm of violence. Safety can also too means emotional and mental.
It's every excuse in the book when it comes down to us.
dynamics that could occur by Sean Combs reaching out to potential witness to get them to possibly change their testimony, to feel threatened that if they were to come forward and to testify against him, associates on the outside may be able to get in contact with them, really making them feel unsafe to go before the court, go before jury, go before the witness stand and to testify. What we're also too seeing is the judge brought in evidence from a text that Cassie sent to Diddy after the elevator incident, where Cassie said, quote, "You are sick to think that it was okay to do what you did to me," really feeding into what the judge is concerned about in terms of physical safety. So we highlighted mental and emotional safety as well as physical safety that the judge has cited as a reason needing to keep to deny Sean Combs bail.
Right. And of course, that violent incident with Cassie is certainly the crux of this case. And we know that his lawyers have pushed back on that video a lot. His lawyer at one point.
So if it's something to push back on, someone who sounds goofier than a black woman who tries to sound more white man than the white woman, right? Man, facts. Oh, no, you already know.
Point said that in fact is evidence of a relationship deteriorating when it is viewed clearly very differently by the judge here in this case. But also, Shauna, I'm curious as to your thoughts here on these allegations, right, of witness tampering. We've heard these allegations that he was, using other inmates' phone accounts to try to make phone calls.
How? You're not gonna be around no inmates if you have star status like that. You're not going to be in any kind of general population area. That's a lie. You don't think there's people that would try to kill him or hurt him? Or do they think we stupid, huh? Is Puffy really in jail? Because they lying, man.
In a way to make it so that they wouldn't be monitored. And there's also this concern that he might be trying to influence the jury pool via social media, even while he's behind bars.
Absolutely. And I'm sure the judge really looked into that because although we know that these are allegations, there's been no evidentiary hearing as to whether or not these actually rise to the level of obstruction. Just the idea that he is not even following the rules that are enlisted by the prison is already a sign to
Can anybody tell me what's wrong with what she just said right now? Can anybody address it and tell me what's wrong with this lady just said? And how you know we can smell bullshit. He's not in prison. You don't go to prison before your trial. You go to prison when you're found guilty or when you take a deal. That's when you go to prison. You don't go to prison. These people, I don't even know if he's. I don't know, man. I'm kind of glad I played this because I don't like talking and reporting shit like this because I don't like getting caught up in stupid shit like this. But at the same time, but if you really did this to our people in our community, he should go down. So there's nothing stupid about it, right? But my thing is they kind of telling on themselves. Don't give me a fake stories and have me fake mad at these fake stories. You know what I'm saying? Give me real hardcore stories, man, and so we can, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when you put stories out there like this in the public, then people get tried in the court of public opinion instead of tried in the court of so-called justice, right? So it kind of already is a conflict of interest as it is. You feel me? That makes sense? Word. Shaq, what up? What up? Salute. You know what I'm saying? Pioneer. Yo, y'all jump on, man. Hey, Pioneer, you should jump on too. I should give you the link. You should jump on, man. I know Pioneer, you behind the scenes and shit, man. But Pioneer's you be having this motherfucker rocking, man. That's you right though. What kind of name is that? And as old as he is to name himself that, you're a grown ass in your 50s man naming yourself Diddy. Like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? This dude, I don't know, man. All these cats are kind of, if you ask me, kind of, just the whole industry is just fake. It's just devilish. It's demonic. You know what I'm saying? Word, Pioneer, man. I'm glad you came on, though, man. But they claim that he should. Man, what kind of they lying and shit? What kind of that motherfucker violence? That motherfucker, he has to be in there by himself. When you high power like that, you got money. You're not gonna put you in general population like that because you have a safety. That's a safety risk for you, for him. You don't think anybody would try to hurt him? No, they don't work like that. Right here, boy. Right here, the fool. So let me play this. Just playing this real quick.
The judge that he may not follow any conditions that are set forth. And so those type of allegations, whether or not there's been an evidentiary hearing, just speaks to the actions of the individual while incarcerated. And if you're not having good behavior at that time, the judge is going to look to say that, even if you're let out and left to your own devices, it's not going to get any better. So that has not played in his favor at all.
And Mike, if you can,
I just don't see the same. I don't see the same excuses when it comes down to the white people that do the same thing. Or the Catholic churches or priests that just get moved around to other churches under the canon law. I don't see the same thing.
Can sort of read us in here on what this also says about the larger team around Sean Diddy Combs, noting here that the judge writes the sufficiency of any condition that would place trust in Combs and individuals in his employment, like a private security detail, to follow these conditions. I mean, they're really questioning everyone around him as well.
They are. And Kane, just listen to you and China.
They don't do that to anybody else, man. It's like, you got to question the integrity of the case now. That's how I look at it. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Yeah. We got to question the integrity of the case in this aspect. When something ain't right, it ain't right. But see, any kind of little minor inconsistencies like this could, result in the case being dismissed at all costs. You see what I'm saying? What's up with his legal team? What the fuck are they doing? What is his lawyers doing?
Talk, I really began to think about not only his associates and who's on his payroll, but also Kana, his family. Sean Combs has a very strong immediate family with his children who also do hold a level of social currency and culture, and who also too are really influential on social media. I'm thinking about Kana recently. We saw that was posted on Instagram where the children were gathered around a table.
This is my question. How long were they in court to where they could have drew him in court? Because for you to draw somebody like that, it's gonna take a minute. Is it me, or is that a good question? How long were these hearings and proceedings? Because they would have to let the person in court to draw him, right? The stenographer or whatever. So how long was they in court this day to where this person was drawing him? You see what I'm saying? But where's all the people Puff put on, made rich, made famous? He said Diddy sound like what's like Diddy. Oh boy. Where's Mace, Faith Evans? Man, 112. Where are they, man? Good point.
And was able to communicate with Sean Combs behind bars to wish him a happy birthday. And you can hear Sean Combs on the speakerphone. They're talking about the love they have for the father. The father is talking about the love that they have for them.
They're not supposed to love their father because you see how they do us? So they're not supposed to love their father because he's going through this right now. Like that's unusual or something. Oh, the kids should turn away from the father. No, yeah. Y'all should turn your back from your father. This shit is, you can't make this up, dude. Yeah, I mean, my thing is, where's Loon? Let me just hit me on what's the name right now on Instagram and said he's done. I mean, he could be done. I mean, but I need some evidence though. But you know what? I did see that. Honestly, I'm gonna play something somebody sent me the other day. Let me see. Yeah, man. I don't know if I could play. I could probably play it. Let me see. Hold up, y'all. Man, where's Carl Thomas? He's so emotional. He ain't got nothing to say about it. He's stupid, bro. Oh, man, that song emotional. You stupid, bro.
So really signaling to any potential witnesses that his children are a tight unit, has great social media.
What? I don't want to hear the rest of this, bro. Because so his they bringing in the fact that his kids are tight and they got a tight unit. So what are they supposed to go against their pops? Man, get the heck out of here with that, man. That foolishness. All right, so hold on. Let's see. All right, man, this is wild, man. So we'll see what's going on with this, man. We'll follow up with this, man. This is how ridiculous. You know what? Hold up.
I want to thank Anchor for partnering with me on this video and sending over their Anchor Prime 250-watt power charging station. It's an all-in-one
fair use. The Copyright Act, Section 106 or 7, Copyright Act 1976 is giving me allowance to report on this education commentary and educational purposes. All right, fair use.
Solution for powering multiple.
Fair use.
P. Diddy has seemingly made some friends on the inside, and apparently they're doing his dirty work for him. New reports suggest that fellow Brooklyn inmates have been keeping Diddy's jail cell clean and pristine, even making the bed for him. And that's not all. There are also reports that other inmates.
You know they're lying. You know how you know they're lying? He is not in general. How much y'all want to make a bed? They do not put. People don't listen, huh? He's not in Rikers Island. He's not in Rikers Island. This dude is in some federal jail or something. How much other inmates are in this federal jail? For one, for two, this is different from the state. For three, you're not going to be housed with other inmates, man. You are a celebrity. That would be a violation of his security. He has the right to not be. You think this dude is actually I want to be housed with other inmates. Come on, man. It don't work like that. For your own safety, they're going to put you in protective custody or some kind of other isolation. Y'all really seriously think that this dude is and then there were other inmates that could just kill him if they wanted to? What would this be stopping them from killing him or doing something to him or raping him? So, quote unquote, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Or raping him. What would stop them from assaulting him?
Are making Diddy snaps and allowing him to use their phone accounts to make his.
Y'all really believe this? What do y'all think? Somebody give me an opinion. Dawson, Shaq, what do y'all think about this, man? Somebody give me an opinion. This just sounds crazy. So they're making his snack. What kind of snacks they got? They got motherfucking fruit roll-ups in there, in the federal jail. What kind of snacks they got in federal jail? Do they got Hot Pockets? What they got? Lunchables? For Capri Suns? I don't know. Yo, Pioneer, man, I told you, bro. Yo.
Call. To get a better look at Diddy's life behind bars, we're hearing from former Metropolitan Detention Center Deputy Warden Dr. D. Wayne Hendricks. who says Diddy's star treatment isn't much of a surprise. I'm Sierra Gillespie, and this is Law and Crime News. It's hard to believe 55-year-old Sean P. Diddy Combs has been behind bars for more than 2 months now, but here we are. The disgraced music icon has been held at the infamous Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn since September 16th, much to his counsel's dismay. You may recall Diddy's team has tried relentlessly to get him either transferred from MDC or released on bond, but to no avail. The defense has suggested a $50,000 bond, round-the-clock security, a GPS monitor, and even limited contact with women. Even still, he's...
How are you going to give him limited contact with women? I thought he was messing with men too. So you shouldn't give him contact with men and kids? Yeah. Man. So kids, are we gonna leave kids off the table and men too, or no? Because I thought he was messing with men too. I'm confused. So is he messing with men, women, cats, dogs? Shaq, what's going on, man? Maybe you got a better maybe you can, you know what I'm saying, tap in better than me to me. I'm confused. They said this man, he's
peace,
so
peace,
they said,
peace.
You know what I'm saying? What up, man?
What's the word, Frank Nitty?
I just had to go in a little
What
bit.
up with the people in the Chizat?
I know Pioneer up in here, man. We got Shannon, my girl Shannon up in here, you know what I'm saying? We got Dawson in the building, you know what I'm saying?
What's up with the Nitty crew? That's the name of the Frank chats, the Nitty crew.
Oh man, okay, word,
We got
man.
the Nitty crew, baby.
Oh,
what you saying?
Hell yeah. Pioneer said what up, you know. So what you think about Shaq, what you think about all this, man?
Hold on, let me put my headphones on, man. I'm gonna mute up for a little bit.
They talking about his snacks. They talking about the jail people are making snacks for him and shit. Yo, the inmates. What y'all think, man? You know, the Diddy files instead of like the X files. You know what I'm saying? They talking about snacks and making his bed and all this for him. Wow, they sound like a big brother and shit, don't he? They say trying to make it seem like he's some kind of he a big brother on Saturday morning or something, right?
He's consistently been denied release, so at least for now, MDC is his home. By now, you know that Diddy's been indicted by a federal grand jury on charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in.
How do you sex traffic by fraud? So they didn't. These women didn't know that they were going across state lines. Yeah, man. What y'all think, man? My bad. I had to get some little cereal, dry cereal. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think, though, man? It sounds ridiculous to me.
Prostitution. Prosecutors allege he's the kingpin in a decades-old sex trafficking scheme in which he drugged victims, sexually.
BJ, what up, man?
What's up? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man.
You know the crazy thing?
Mm-hmm. Break it down.
My channel back up, so I was going to go live tomorrow morning about 10:30, but if I had known some things didn't go to plan, I would have came on tonight. But they finally released me from the prison cells.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Hell yeah.
So I got a lot of stuff I got to talk about. However, one of them wasn't probably gonna be Mr. Diddy, because let me tell you something. I'm glad you brought it up though, because I was talking about this. This is like another hocus pocus show with Diddy. Do you really believe this nonsense they saying right now?
His snacks that they're making the snacks for him, BJ.
You believe that, man? All
They're
right.
making his bed up for him.
I mean,
you've been in corrections. He would not be in general population. Am I right or wrong?
yeah, no, he wouldn't be. But I will say this: I do know guys that made the beds and things and stuff like that. As a matter of fact, you know, when we had correctional officers that did things wrong, we had a whole section of the prison, and one I forgot what I think it was Dealwin. I can't remember which prison it was, but I do know that we had to put correctional officers in prison cells with other correctional officers. The correctional officers not go into a prison cell with another inmate that was in the general population. It'd be general population would be for correctional officers. So you would think that this would be general population with celebrities, don't you think?
Right.
But let's. But I mean, if you really look at it, man, it's all a clown show, man. Um, it's all a clown show, and mm, I mean, you said they're saying he was denied bail.
Right, 3 times. The lucky number 3, baby.
Okay, now he's denied bail. What day was he denied bail?
Today and I forget the other 2 days, but today is the 25th, right? Or 26th, 7th, excuse me.
Today's 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was denied bail, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's 7 and 2 equal? 9?
Oh yeah, got 9, baby.
What month we in?
11. Not 11.
9/11, man.
Okay. Okay.
Got you here. All right. So now watch this.
We broke it down.
Since we talking about the election this month, right?
Yep.
It said Donald Trump was the 45th president and the 47th, right?
Yep.
4 plus 5 is what?
So wait, 9. You know what, baby?
4 plus 7 is what?
9, baby.
No, it ain't. It's 11.
Wait, 4 plus 7. That's 3. I mean, that's 7.
That's 11. Yeah.
Right. That's 7. Yeah.
No, 4 plus 7 is 11.
Oh, 4 plus 7. Oh, yeah, damn. I'm tripping up there. Okay, right.
9/11 again.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. We're in a state of emergency right now. We're just not catching up. That's all. Now,
State of emergency like a motherfucker.
I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot take this Diddy thing so serious, man, because my thing is, how the hell you even know that's him?
Was the picture, was the mugshot, were real actual mugshot? Why they keep saying prison when you don't go to prison first, you go to prison after you're convicted, or when you take a deal. So you go to jail first, am I right? Or some kind of, in a detention center is not a prison, am I right? Necessarily a prison, am I right, BJ?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You don't go to prison first because you have to get sentenced.
So they kind of telling us and giving themselves away that this is You know. But see, just how come that? My thing is, how you gonna try? So he got 3 times. They're talking about he's a risk and all this, right? Because he was threatening witnesses. What witness did he threaten? For 1 and for 2, what about the Abercrombie and Fitch guy? Why the Abercrombie and Fitch guy? He get bailed right off the first bat, right off the top. It's a show,
Hey,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? Clown
That's
show.
It's to get you enthralled at best.
Right.
Let me tell you something. You know, you got 2 of the most inconsequential stories of the week. Well, I think the Drake with Kendrick, my thing, it might be a little more might be more. I mean, you know, how can I put it? To me, it don't have nothing to do. But then again, when you realize who Drake is and call a Creed person, correct? Or he says he's a Creed person, right? You see how he playing the victim. But otherwise, that's a bunch of nonsense too. But I'm just saying, the fact of the Diddy, since you bringing up Mr. Diddy here, Diddy, you know, went after some Creed people. You know, he look. Diddy was paid to pass the Cavassier, You know him, Buster Smith style, right?
Yep.
But
You getting
then
rap money.
But then he went against the people or tried to file a lawsuit on the people who told him to pass the Cavassier. That's a no-no. Look here, we the ones that made you. We're gonna bring you down.
That's facts.
So notice those Creed people haven't jumped to his defense.
Not once. You ain't never.
No, they're not gonna jump.
Not once. BJ, you right.
So let's just hold off on Diddy, right? I mean, you know, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like people really should be nuanced to this situation one way or the other. They shouldn't, you know, I wouldn't say be pro or against. They're kind of nuanced because you got to know this is some type of game they run. Matter of fact, you got people talking about Diddy, but they're not talking about Epstein no more. Matter of fact, I told you beginning of the year. On them, that Epstein thing, first of all, you got to remember, Cat Williams, right? Came out and told you. Matter of fact, I think it was on January 3rd. I got to go back and look up the date when he was here. I think it was
tell us nothing.
No, what I'm saying, I'm talking about if it was on January 3rd, that's 13, right? Right? If it was on January 3rd, I think it was on January 3rd. Cat Williams is with Shaq. Frank, he's a Mason.
Oh, say it again. Cat Williams is a what?
Mason.
Now let me ask you this question because I'm intrigued now. Is he a good Mason? Or that has to be determined? Because I do believe that some on the good on this side and some on the other side. What do you think?
He could be. I'm not saying either or, but he knows because he was talking about the Illuminati. Well, I was looking at him when he said that. I'm like, well, first of all, Illuminati only means enlightened one. So you got to be in it too. That's all they do. So you got to be in it too.
True.
See what I'm saying?
That's true.
So yeah, and he showed you with the medallion he had on and all that stuff. I mean, everything was right in front of you, and you looked at the thing, it was so clear. So I mean, I don't understand, you know, how people missed that, but they did. They got stuck on. I mean, I had a lady that my buddy knew. She came out and said, "Oh my goodness, I never knew about all this stuff. You were telling me about this years ago. Cat Williams was right." He's like, "What are you talking about? We've been talking about this for 5 years." She's like, "Oh, I believe it now." So that's the way it goes, Shaq. When you find out things more, when it got to take some big celebrity to tell you. It's not going to take an independent researcher to tell you because you're going to say you conspiracy. But then some big celebrity tells you're a comedian or whatever, then you know. And that was it. I'm going to say, Shaq, to answer your question, is he a good Mason or bad Mason? I'm going to say he's split down the middle because one thing you learned a lot of information, right? But after that, he started going on tour, and he even came here to Richmond like a couple months later. Might have been the next month. So a lot of people made a whole lot of money off this whole deal. He made a lot of money, and people made a lot of money. So I wouldn't say it's a good or bad thing.
Who?
Hmm? I wouldn't say
Well,
it's a good or bad thing. I would just say that it's
no,
more like we have to find out. We knew this was about what you call the wheel of fortune, they say.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
Assaulted them and recorded it all. That's where we get this notorious phrase, freak-offs, which prosecutors described as elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. Diddy originally...
Where's the tapes? Where's the recordings? Where's the proof? Didn't they raid his house a couple times? How come? Why did they produce none of his evidence? Did they or did they not? I'm just saying.
Use these recordings as blackmail to keep survivors quiet, but now they're being used against him.
You know, maybe idea. Maybe I should stop. All right, I'm gonna stop this video, man. Hold up. Let's see. Let me stop. And I got others. Let me see. I got other stuff in the works. What y'all think, though, man? I want to talk about this AG, Trump Attorney General. That's what I want to talk about. All right, so hold up. So let's change topics. Yeah, but this dude, man, he ain't off the hook though, man. If he needs to get what's coming to him, man. If he did what because I heard there was a documentary of that girl, one of the accusers, and she had pictures of her on his lap, and see, that's foul, you know. And you got stuff like that, then yeah, just for that alone, you need to be prosecuted for that alone. That's foul, you know. Straight up, that's not cool. All right, so we'll play this video real quick. We'll talk about the Trump's Attorney General, man. You know how she's anti-gun. She's kind of, you know, what's going on with this? Oh yeah, well, yeah, Doc Boss, you got. Let me see. You can send. You want to send me a little bit? I'll play it. All right. So fair use under 1976 under the Copyright Act. This gives me allowance to report in this video for commentary and educational purposes. Fair use for educational purposes. Okay.
Be sure and go over and hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 500,000 subscribers. We've crossed over 420. And so at the rate we're going, we may be able to hit it before the end of the year, but I would love to hit 500,000 before Trump takes office again. So if you haven't already, be sure and hit that button. Now, I've argued politics my entire life. I don't remember a time that I wasn't talking politics. And over the years, I would have arguments with Republicans, and they used to always tell me that a president should never have unchecked power, that the president should have checks and balances in place to keep him in line, because if we didn't have those things, then that would lead us into a dictatorship. I sat back and watched them cheer on the Supreme Court giving Trump and presidents full immunity for official acts. And when I said to them, wait a minute, now I thought you weren't for presidents having unlimited power. Well, he has to have it in order to be able to do his job. Those same people that said that when they were arguing with me in the past would always say that we couldn't have health care because that would lead to socialism, therefore that would lead to communism, and that would lead us right into a dictatorship. At any time we talked about doing anything that would move this country forward, it was, well, you got to be careful doing that because that might lead us into a dictatorship. And then they would say, you don't want a dictator because the first thing the dictator is going to do is take the guns. And if you want to get a really heated argument started up here in East Tennessee, just mention Democrats taking guns and everybody will be down your throat before you can turn around. I mean, they will lose their minds over this subject. And if anyone else had have said what Pam Bondi says in this clip, and if any other president had have agreed with what she said in this clip, rednecks in my part of the world will be losing their mind. But it's Trump.
Rednecks. Rednecks. Pay attention.
And it's okay because they're okay with him having unchecked power. And apparently they're okay with him taking the guns. Take a look.
So what we want to do is let law enforcement come in and take the guns.
Good.
They're a danger to themselves.
Which you can't do
others.
right now.
Well, because without being adjudicated. So because they're a danger to themselves.
You want them to take the guns and
when they are
not go through 6 months of legal trials and everything.
Exactly.
else.
So there's the guy who is going to have unlimited power when he gets back in. There's the guy who has said he would be dictator on day one, terminate the Constitution anytime he's seen fit because he has to be able to do his job. And there he is agreeing that we should take the guns first. Now, I could so hear the MAGA trolls now saying, but he didn't say it, man. He didn't actually say that. He might have misunderstood her. He might not have really understood what she was saying. Well, here he is saying it back in 2018 that went right over their heads. Take a look.
In your meeting with governors earlier this week, individually and as a group, we spoke about states taking steps, but the focus is to literally give families and give local law enforcement additional tools if an individual is reported to be a potential danger to themselves or others.
But how would they deem somebody to be a danger to themselves? You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. Wait, Frank, hold on, man. Hold on, Frank. Frank. Let me bring something up here. Let me bring something up here. Because I'm on the move, and when I get home to my computer, I can break this down more. But that was Pam Bondi, right? Is that Pam Bondi up there?
Yeah.
Okay. When Pam Bondi was nominated to be the Attorney General last week, on the same day, they passed a bill in the House saying nonprofit groups that protest in support of Palestine could be charged as terrorists. Right? Okay. The same day, she's the one who came out and said years ago, months ago, that people who protest on behalf of Palestinians are ignorant children. And she also she's a pro-Zionist. That's what Pam Bondi is.
Right.
I mean, see, when you look at it, but I'm not gonna get on Trump too much because he's not picking these people. It's Jared Kushner. He's picking a lot of these pro-Israel people, right? So just wanted to bring that up. That's his son-in-law, right?
Right.
But this is just one Zionist regime coming into another, right? Now, mention what she said. Well, I don't know what manner she's saying that because if you gotta remember, Trump with the NISA.
She basically said
the NSA. Well, you gotta remember, Bill Barr and them were pushing free crime, stopping a shooter before it happens.
Right.
Being able to judge free crime. Palantir, Peter Thiel, who was PayPal CEO. They were into this NSA thing. So really what they want to do, all you got to do is pull up CISA. That's called CISA. Pull up CISA. And it was voted on unanimously by the Congress. And that basically was basically social media company. Yeah, pull up CISA. SCISA. This was passed in 2018. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it up for you.
You say you're gonna pull it up right now? Well, I'll do it.
It's called the Cyber Security, man. CISA stands for Cyber Security and Infrastructure Security Agency. It's a component of the Department of Homeland Security. All right. Matter of fact, they got some new articles on it right now.
Is it certified information systems author? No, right?
No, that's not it. Put up Sister DeVay's new cybersecurity training program.
New cyber.
They're more into cybersecurity and stuff like that. But it's also feeding the AI your information. As a matter of fact, it was signed by President Donald Trump. And it was, I think this one was a unanimous deal. Like every member of the House voted for it.
ICACA or ISACA official CISA certification
No,
boot camp.
no. CISA.
Yeah, but it
Just
says right here
CISA.
CISA certification boot camp. No,
Oh,
that's not it, right?
okay, that might be right, but I'm looking for the actual. I'm trying to go to the actual bill.
Training camp. Okay.
Or
let me try to type in bill. Training bill.
the budget is 2.9 million. Hold on a minute.
House passage. Right here, I think you got it.
And it may not be a bill. It might be the agency.
Passage to bill directing CISA and lead training the Department of Homeland Security employees in cyber skills. Is this what it is?
It's one of the.
Interesting.
Okay, executive order. The executive order on strengthening the cybersecurity of federal networks and critical infrastructure.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Okay. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The executive order is 13800.
Oh, sure.
Now, there's some things in there too, but you just need to know they can use this stuff for nefarious purposes.
Oh yeah. You said executive order what? 1-1?
Okay. On November 13th, 2018, United States House of Representatives voted unanimously to pass legislation creating it. I'm gonna send this to you, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
This was completely bipartisan. All right, go check your messages in there.
Oh yeah, gotcha. Damn.
All right. HR 3359. That's the House bill. The executive order was something different. So my apologies on that. But well, I mean it's the same thing really, but the Congress actually passed legislation on this. So I'm telling you, with these bills, they were passed. We all under surveillance, man.
Hold on, me. We're under surveillance. Let me read a little bit of it. There we go. Right. Okay, November 13th, United States House of Representatives voted unanimously to pass legislation creating cyber security and infrastructure security agency.
Does it say unanimous on there?
Hell yeah, it does.
I told you, everybody voted for it. Nobody voted against it. Not one.
Democrats and Republicans within the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, and CISA Act HR 3359, which passed the Senate October, now heads to the president's desk to sign the law. With recognized DHS, a National Protection and Program Decorative NPPD, into new agency and prioritize its missions as federal leader of cyber physical infrastructure security. Yeah.
All right. Article dated November 13th, 2018. November 13, and number 13 again. Yeah, right. But what I'm saying is, a lot of these deals were already put in place. This was to enhance the national security state, man. Okay.
Right.
And what I'm saying is that, like I said, there's some good things in it about transparency and things like that. But you got to know they were also tracking people for free crime and doing other things with this. So you use this for very demonic purposes.
Facts. Just like they're about to use these Tesla bots and all that bullshit against us too. That's all. But yeah, she's full of it, man. This lady's full of it, man. And or Kushner, whoever picked it, this lady to be the attorney general, her stance on guns and her stance on Israel, and you can't trust people like that. You know?
Well, you know she's in Florida too, so she's in Florida. So.
He says you're from Florida. Oh yeah, that's right. I seen that. I sure did see that. Hold up. All right. That's wild though. So yeah, they're basically going to use this technology to spy and just basically gather information and use everything they can against us. BJ, that sound about right?
They claim it's for foreign stuff too, but hey, we know a lot of stuff they say used against foreigners, they use against us.
Facts. Shaq, what do you think about this? All this stuff, man. So what y'all think about Shaq? You still there? What y'all think about what's her name looking crazy, man? Kamala Harris. Y'all see that new Kamala Harris interview? Why was she looking like that? Hold up. Y'all see that new interview? Or that new?
You know the one where she was acting kind of drunk, like?
Yeah, we're gonna wait. Hold up. All right, I'm gonna play Fox News. Don't be true. Really, I'm gonna play Fox News so they don't be usually getting on me. So, 1976 under the Copyright Act, Section 107, Copyright Act 1976. This gives me allowance to report on this video for commentary and once again, most important educational purposes. All right, so let me play this real quick. So fair use, fair use.
A podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record.
Man.
Kamala Harris is back from her Hawaiian post-election exile, trying to explain to donors how she burned through $1.5 billion and still got steamrolled by Donald Trump.
The light of America's promise will burn bright as long as we never give up and we keep fighting.
Drunk. And while Kamala tells her party to keep fighting, it seems all the Democrats do is fight with each other. James Carville is smacking another double dose of common sense into her woke staffers who cried racism and kept Harris away from doing an interview with Joe Rogan.
The vice president was thinking about going on Joe Rogan's show, and a lot of the younger progressive staffers pitched a hissy fit. If I were running a 2028 campaign and I had some little snot-nosed 23-year-old saying, I'm going to resign if you don't do this, not only would I fire that motherfucker on the spot, I would find out who hired them and fire that person on the spot. These people who had to lose the election because of the stupidity.
But Team Kamala is...
What is he talking about? What the heck is this guy talking about? Clive, what's his name? Junior Coltrane was good. Was good. Doc Boss. All right, let me get to the comments. They all together as usual. They just in front of man. In front of us, exactly. Won't stop drinking until she sees the bottom of the boat. Junior Coltrane, salute, man. You know what I mean? That's real.
Full of excuses on why the Harris-Rogan interview never happened. Members of her campaign leadership claim they wanted her to go on the popular podcast, but it's all Donald Trump's fault.
We wanted to do it. We tried to get a date to make it work, and ultimately we just weren't able to find a date.
So if the money was, how come they not questioning none of these staffers, man? If they lost all that money, we're obviously why they not question none of these people? Obviously, these people pocketed the money, right? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they pocketed the damn money.
We did go to Houston, and she gave a great speech at an amazing event. We were hoping to be able to fit it in around that, and ultimately weren't able to do it. As it turns out, that was the day that Trump was taping his Joe Rogan. So which they had never confirmed to us. We kind of figured that out in the lead up to it.
We offered to do it in Austin. People should know that. Didn't work out. I think, maybe they leveraged that to get Trump in studio. I don't know.
Jesse, it's very interesting that now these young progressives are denying the fact that was reported that they were the ones who didn't want her to do Joe Rogan, which certainly made sense to me. But the fact that she appears to have followed that decision, irrespective of their trying to get out of admitting that, doesn't that
drunk? She looks drunk as a mug, man. She looked toe up. Right?
Tell you that she herself was progressive, that really was who she was?
Yeah, she listened to 23-year-olds. That's the lesson. You never listen to a 23-year-old. Now, I respect authority. I respect people that have had success, financial success. I respect my elders. And I respect people in a corporate setting that are the boss. Now, liberalism teaches you there is no hierarchy. We have to tear down the hierarchy. They think that any 23-year-old's opinion is just as justified as some 50-year-old or the candidate themselves. So if you're some snot-nosed brat and you're pointing at a 50-year-old with $1 million in the bank and a history of winning campaigns, and you're saying, you're going to do this and you're going to do that, that's not only the fault of the 23-year-old that doesn't know where the hell they are, but that's the fault of the 50-year-old for listening to the snot-nosed 23-year-old.
Yeah, she's they crazy. Well, I mean, Kamala Harris, man, her campaign, man, I just don't see. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I don't see. You know what I mean? How the whole thing. I just don't see it, man. She was just a bad candidate. Let's keep it real, But she was looking crazy during that interview, man. She was looking crazy in the interview for sure. Crazy, man. So they talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar, man. They talking about Drake is suing. Let me see. What's really going on with this, man? All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of this real quick. Fair use. What y'all think? What y'all think about BJ and Shaq? What y'all think about all that, man?
Hey, what the hell?
What you think about that,
funny,
BJ?
man.
It is, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's like clown show as usual. I mean, hey, it's ain't good as that news cycle was through the head from the something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she said she was just a bad candidate, man. She was, but I noticed that they're not holding nobody accountable for all that money. That's a lot of money. Why are they not holding none of these people accountable? And obviously the staffers, and they blew that. They took a lot of people pocketed it. It just seemed like probably a money laundering scam to me, though. That's all it is. You know, that's facts. Shaq, what you think about this, man? A money laundering scam or what? A scam? What you think? No? This sound like it's a scam. All right, let's get into this what's the name real quick. Just straight. So fair use, 1976 under the Copyright Act, Section 107, 1976. This gives me allowance to report on this for educational purposes, all right?
Frank.
What up?
Yo, what happened?
What up? What?
But the video went off.
It did?
Huh?
What video went off? The stream?
We might be on for a little bit.
What happened?
What's happening?
What video went off?
You was playing the video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my shit must be behind or something.
Hold on.
I must be behind. Hold on.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Fair use.
Our entire history from Ice Cube and NWA to obviously Tupac and Biggie, Jay-Z and Nas, so on and so forth. You've never actually seen potential litigation come into play. So when I saw this drop yesterday, I was like, wow, this is definitely a new frontier in terms of rap beef.
Now, how big of a deal is it for a star like Drake to be alleging that one of the largest music labels in the world and streaming platforms in the world were basically conspiring against him to promote this?
Well, what would they have to gain to do that? What would Spotify have to gain to do that? I mean, I know they make money off of it, okay, but what would they have to gain to, like, they're not making money off Drake's music still to this day? Come on, man. Like, whose idea was it to have this dude sue them? You know what I'm saying? Like, whose idea was that? You know what I mean?
This diss track.
It's a potential bombshell because what he filed was a petition, which is not to be confused with the lawsuit. Basically, a petition is going to allow his lawyers to look at evidence or search for evidence that they alleged in that petition. Now, if they find things to their liking or find things to their interest, they could potentially file a lawsuit. But like you said, this is one of the biggest stars in the world, one of the biggest music labels in the world, one of the biggest streaming platforms in the world, and he's alleging foul play. He's alleging that they juked the numbers in terms of helping his rival, his foe out, and it in terms to hurt him. So it could potentially be a major lawsuit when we're looking at in terms of the intersections of the not criminal justice system, but law enforcement, law, courts, and hip hop, which already has a storied history to begin with.
Now, Drake's petition also accuses UMG and Spotify of paying social media influencers to promote Not Like Us. But Not Like Us also debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. It broke the Hot Rap Songs chart record for the most weeks at a time. So
you think they got something to do with it? I just think this might be all. To be honest with you, this sounds a little suspect. A lot of this stuff might be a little staged too. It's like Drake. It sounds like Drake's kind of mad that people kind of sided with Kendrick on this one. To me, I don't know.
If his allegations are true, could that all be tied into this, or does that make this case more difficult for him?
Honestly, here's the thing, Diane. I don't know if anyone would be surprised if numbers were manipulated in some sort, because you got to think about it. There's always been some sort of pay for play situation going on with the music industry. This is long before streaming, long before the internet came into play. But here's the thing about Not Like Us. What can't be manipulated is the cultural touchstone that it became over the spring and the summer. What can't be manipulated is how marching bands at colleges are playing this every weekend during football games, or how it's being played at wedding receptions, how it's being played at homecomings. You can't manipulate the cultural impact that this song had. And that's one thing that Drake, no matter what becomes of this potential lawsuit, he can't take away from that. This song was a major, major hit. And it's up for several major awards at the Grammys next year, including Song of the Year.
All right, senior culture reporter at ESPN's Anscape, Justin Tinsley. We appreciate it always, Justin. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Why do you watch Today in LA?
Breaking news.
Breaking news, weather, with the fires, the air quality.
Yeah, I think it stayed true because they was cool all of a sudden. They were label mates, man, weren't they? You gotta, when you see stuff like that, all right, that people are label mates and all that, man, you gotta be careful. You gotta be real careful. Right?
Don't they call it poetic justice? Didn't they have a song? They had that one. They was on fucking Problem together. They was on that together. Come on, man.
No, right. There was in a couple of songs. There was in a good amount of songs together, bro. That's a fact. That's so true. Boss, you say you.
I mean, but you gotta know that he also is, he's also a TV star for it because he was like big shows when he was coming up. So it's kind of interesting when you bring him up to the forefront because he already was established somewhere before he was a rapper or whatever. So.
You gotta break it up, BJ. You know what I mean? We'll say so BJ, what you think about this tariff thing, man? What y'all think about this tariffs and stuff with Trump, man? What y'all think, man? Oh shit, he dropped off. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to play this thing about these tariffs. You know what I mean? What do you think of this? What do y'all think? How do y'all think this could impact the economy, man? Hold up, man. About these tariffs, you know what I'm saying? All right, so fair use, 1976 under Copyright Act, Section 107. This gives me allowance to report on this video for commentary and educational purposes. So let me get into this video real quick, man.
Now let's turn to a major announcement from President-elect Donald Trump that could have a direct impact on your wallets. He is vowing sweeping tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China. Now, those are the nations that are three of the largest trading partners. The move could drive up prices for American consumers and disrupt domestic industries. So let's bring in Kelly O'Grady with reaction on this. And Kelly, how is this going to impact American consumers?
Well, Liz, very simply, prices could go up. So, I mean, think about it. Your avocado that you get from Mexico, I just looked it up. It's $2 a pound. A 25% tariff means that's $2.50 if that gets passed on to us. Chevy Silverado, Canada makes a lot of automobiles. You add a 25% tariff onto that, you're looking at an extra $10,000. And the issue is that these businesses that would be importing products from China, Canada, Mexico, they have to decide whether to eat those costs or pass it on to the consumer.
You know what's crazy? But the tariffs wouldn't be so bad and so big if we would have kept all this industrialized shit in America. Straight up. The manufacturing we should have kept in America, man. Period. All the car plants and stuff like that was in America. They was in Detroit. It was in Michigan. It was in different parts. You know what I'm saying? Certain parts of California. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, all these other countries. I think that I don't know, man. That was a disaster right there. That was basically you was asking for it. You know what I'm saying? More exports. You know what I'm saying? We could have been doing the exports, and they could more money in our pocket. I don't know.
And that's where you see economists say, well, a lot of these policies could be inflationary. That being said, Canada and Mexico, there's a trade agreement that the U.S. has with them coming up for review in 2026. It was the USMCA. It replaced NAFTA back during his first administration.
Shaq, don't we be talking about that, Shaq? The NAFTA, don't we be talking about that? Shaq, you still there? They want cheaper labor, man. Exactly, Doc Boss. Man, you know what I'm saying? We were just talking about that, man. NAFTA, National Associated Federal Trade Association or something.
He has said that he's looking to use the threat of tariffs as a negotiation tactic. The president of Mexico sent a letter, and at the very bottom, if you'll notice, there was a line that said, I hope we can come to the table and talk through these things. So perhaps, look, this could be a good negotiating tactic, but as it stands now, if those were to be implemented, you would see prices for American consumers go up.
Yeah, speaking of another big U.S. company, Walmart has just become the latest U.S. company to roll back their diversity, equity, and...
Did they have to bring this up? Why'd they bring that up? BJ, you came back at the perfect time. Did you just hear that? Damn, they just brought up the DEI. Why they have to do anything? Damn, yo.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
You sound like you at the house. Yeah, yep.
I don't know why my volume got low. I think my phone got hot and it kicked me off. I tell you I wasn't in the house. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, give me a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, can you hear? I'm like, damn, can you hear me? But man, this is now they bring up the DEI. What y'all think about that? Excuse me.
Okay, can you hear me? Yo. You hear me now?
Yeah, man, I hear you, man. What you doing?
I don't know, man. I tell you, the phone just kicked me out and stuff. It got hot. But
I told you, you need to get you a 4G phone. Them 5Gs is get too hot. I stopped my
it's
5G
on
phone. They
4G
get too
though.
hot.
It's on 4G.
But it's a 5G phone though, right?
Oh, okay, I got you.
They gonna get hot, man. I'm telling you. I got a 4G phone. I went back to my Samsung Galaxy, man. 4G.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. These phones get hot. These 5Gs get hot.
Yeah. Because I was talking to him, then it just came with an icon. Something went wrong. Your internet, you lost internet connection. I'm like, hold on, I ain't losing no internet because I was on everything else. And then I felt the back of the phone. I said, oh no, this is hot as hell. But yeah, it's all right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Where's Frank at?
Frank, you talking about the DEI, right?
Frank must got cut off or some shit too.
Yeah, well, that's how it be.
I don't know. He must got a call or something.
Yeah, he talking about DEI.
You said he was talking about the DEI?
Yeah. Is that somebody else talking?
You hear somebody else?
Yeah.
Who you hear?
Somebody in your background.
Oh, you hear Dawson talking?
Oh, they had that. Okay, yeah, I can hear. Yeah. Say what's
up. Damn. Well, these goddamn speakers, boy, they be picking up a lot of shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I don't know where he at though. I'm trying to hear him get home by computer now. I'm on the way home now, so yeah, I got you. Got a lot of events. Yeah, all these people getting rid of Thanksgiving and bull crap. Hold on a minute. Hey, the good thing is ain't nobody on the road tonight. Frank. Frank.
Nah, was you listening or you got kicked out before the video stopped?
Yeah, I got kicked out for like 3 minutes or 4 minutes, something like that. But yeah. It's all good. So I know I got to the end of some DEI and prices and consumers go up, right? That's what I
Right.
got to. Yeah.
Yeah, go on, click on that.
Well, wait a minute, hold on. I can't click on it. Shoot, I ain't in the.
No, I said go on, cook on it.
Got you. Well, I mean, I'm gonna just go with the last part I heard because I ain't hear the whole video. But I will say this: that DEI thing, that's just another con thing they got going on. If you realize the companies, they always go straight back and forth toward the middle. So they're gonna do it. But here's the thing with Walmart: the DEI was just used as initiative to lay off people. So because they know people protest and then you lay off the people. So they've already laid that. You know the thing about this cutting all that, and Elon Musk and all these people talking about this AI thing. Put up the U.S. population reduction over the last, I don't know, go about 10 years. The U.S. population is being cooled off. So you're not going to need as many people to work. A lot of people, like Dawson says, got a little poke in their arm, right? So if you don't need as many people, why you gonna have that many jobs, right?
Yo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like in Washington State, 98% of the state is one county in 98% of Washington that's been poked, as they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people in the hospital, right? So this thing when they talk about cutting positions and stuff, they don't need it anymore.
Right.
So that's why the reading the DI is all tied together. I'm gonna call it depopulation equity and inclusion. Because everybody's included in depopulation. Right. Yeah, right. But I didn't hear the part with the tariffs though.
What you think about that?
I gotta hear the video.
Or hold on.
For American consumers and disrupt domestic industries. So let's bring in Kelly O'Grady with reaction on this. And Kelly, how is this going to impact American consumers?
Well, Liz, very simply, prices could go up. So, I mean, think about it. Your avocado that you get from Mexico, I just looked it up. It's $2 a pound. A 25% tariff means that's $2.50 if that gets passed on to us. Chevy Silverado, Canada makes a lot of automobiles. You add a 25% tariff onto that, you're looking at an extra $10,000. And the issue is that these businesses that would be importing products from China, Canada, Mexico, they have to decide decide whether to eat those costs or pass it on to the consumer. And that's where you see economists say, well, a lot of these policies could be inflationary. That being said, Canada and Mexico, there's a trade agreement that the U.S. has with them coming up for review in 2026. It was the USMCA. It replaced NAFTA back during his first administration. He has said that he's looking
to
use the threat of tariffs as a negotiation tactic. The president of Mexico sent a letter, and at the very bottom, if you'll notice, there was a line that said, I hope we can come to the table and talk through these things. So perhaps, look, this could be a good negotiating tactic, but as it stands now, if those were to be implemented, you would see prices for American consumers go up.
Yeah, speaking of another big U.S. company, Walmart has just become the latest U.S. company to roll back their diversity, equity, and inclusion program.
Yeah, I heard that part.
The tariffs.
Well, the tariffs was originally meant to, make people, if you sell companies, it's a negotiation tactic, as they said, right?
Right.
Wasn't it used to tell people if you ship your product overseas and don't make it in America, then we put a tariff on you?
Yep.
So that's kind of got its benefits. It's a benefit, but it could be a problem too. It's depending on who you are. Some companies, like she said, will eat the cost, and that will, pass on to the consumer, wouldn't it?
They talking about the 25% tariff. You think that's a lot? 25%?
Oh my God, I gotta look and see what 25% on what company. This might be certain companies.
All right, let me play this real quick. Okay,
Mexico
so
hitting back
fair
at
use
President.
1976 under the
Hold on,
Copyright
man.
Act.
About to go through it. Oh no, my bad. The checkpoint on the other side of the street. So yeah, they got a checkpoint going on. They pulling people over out here and stuff.
Oh shit! You sound clear, but you sound clear now though. So fair use of the Copyright Act 1976, Section 107. This gives me fair use to report on this for commentary and educational purposes. All right. So fair use. Let's go.
Elect Trump's tariff threats. The country's president, the Mexican president, suggesting they could retaliate with tariffs of their own now, putting a risk on common businesses on both sides of the border, notably the automakers. Joining us right now is Heritage Foundation research fellow Joel Griffith and Thomas Phillipson, former acting chair of the Economic Council of Advisors to the Trump administration. He's now a professor emeritus of the University of Chicago. I want to thank both of you for joining us. I'll start with you, Joel. I know you put out a tweet that I saw I think you might have deleted at some point, but you seem very concerned about it. And I want to try to understand exactly what your concerns are at this point.
Well, good morning. Thanks for having me. Well, the big concern here is that tariffs are taxes. We know that at the end of the day, it's businesses and families in the United States that bear the cost of those tariffs. And Canada and Mexico are two of our biggest trading partners. We've had long-standing relationships with them now dating back to the early 1990s on free trade, thanks to NAFTA. And we have seen an economic boom to middle-class families since NAFTA was passed. Real family incomes have risen by $28,000 per year, and our total manufacturing output is actually up 40% during those 4 decades of free trade. Now, if we actually did see a 25% universal tariff placed on those imports coming in from Canada and Mexico, just on those two countries alone, that could result in $1,500 a year of annual taxes on American families. And I think a lot of us just don't think about all the products in particular from Mexico that we get. But if you look at that top 10 list coming from Mexico, you've got things, of course, like beer, tequila, but also tomatoes, avocados, blueberries, raspberries. All of those items would be impacted. And in fact, I ran the numbers just on the beer component because beer is on the top 10 list. A 25% annual tariff just on the beer component alone, that's about $20 extra a year per family. This would be a tough burden for families to bear after 4 years of Bidenomics.
Joel, there's no question that you're right that if these were to go into effect, it would have a meaningful economic impact. But Thomas, I'd ask a different question, which is, for some reason, the markets don't believe it's going to happen. Otherwise, you'd think that they would have moved in a different direction, no?
I think the markets are smarter than the Econ 101 discussion of taxes, which is we're going to use our economic leverage over these countries to fix a crisis where hundreds of thousands of people are dying, essentially, where alternatives have not worked in the past. And the way to think about this more accurately, I think, is think of the analogy to regular wars when you think about trade wars. We want to basically have peace through strength, meaning when that's the case, we have a very big stick that we can impose on countries. But ideally, we don't use the stick, just as we don't use our nuclear weapons, but people know we have nuclear weapons and therefore stay peaceful. So these countries rely on US way more than we rely on them. We're, 85% of Mexican exports go to US, 75% of Canadians do. About a quarter of GDP of each country, roughly, is in trade with US. So the key is to think of this as a threat that's not used. That's what happened, for example, with French wine tariffs under the first Trump administration, which sort of made the French step back.
What up? Welcome, Dawson. Salute. Dawson, what's going on? What up? And then was that Shaq?
What's up, Frank? And the audience. What's good, everyone?
Word. Somebody called me though. Was that Shaq? Didn't somebody say Frank? Or am I just tripping? All right, maybe I'm just tripping. I had to introduce you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Bring you in, Dawson in too. But so I mean, I think
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to say, I guess it could cost us long run as far as the goods going up. But I mean, I don't know, man. I just think,
well, I don't know because he already had he kept Biden and Obama 3.0. They kept the tariffs in that Trump had put in before. They never got rid of them. See, they don't tell that part though, and that was stated during the debate he had with Obama.
Right. Damn right. I forgot about that. You so right.
So stop lying, and then go back before 1933, before this F reserve came apart. America was thriving just off tariffs. Look that up. See, he's not doing nothing new. He going back to history in the old days. Oh, they didn't have public school back then. You either got taught school, or you paid for your kids to go, or you got taught school at home, or you got taught school at a church. But guess what? You learned to trade too. See, this guy just talked about something with the NAFTA deal. He a goddamn lie. Go look up that NAFTA deal that Bill Clinton did when he was in office. That set us back even more. Go look at the deal. You know what NAFTA was. You send them jobs over fucking seas. You send the manufacturers overseas. Pay attention.
Yeah, that's why we talk.
These people ain't getting wealthy for nothing now. What the hell did Hillary Clinton do or Bill Clinton do? But y'all worth millions. Y'all was worth so much money, and we know what they got their money from Haiti, right? We know what went down there with the earthquake that hit that time. They know they done sold America out. But go ahead, Frank. Play the video. I'm putting in a messenger for you. You know why Trump finna put taxes on Mexico and Canada? I mean tariffs. Trump got rid of that NAFTA deal, right? He put it with Mexico and Canada and the US. Play this video and you're gonna see how China is doing manufacturing in Mexico to still ship their goods to us with no damn tariff. pay attention. They not telling. See, also why I don't like the media. You don't tell both sides. You never tell both sides. Here. Okay, I sent it to.
Yo, okay. Yeah, man. Well, you're right. They try to make it seem like. I mean, if that's the case, did Joe Biden when he got in there?
Mm-hmm.
Did he change that NAFTA bill that or any of that language?
Trump did from Mexico and Canada, no.
That's what I'm saying.
And they still kept collecting tariffs. He said he told her during the debate. Trump told Obama during the debate.
See, you already seen where I was getting at. See, they're full of it, man. You didn't take
These people lie.
Lie. And fear
Just give both sides, man. Give both sides. That's why people don't listen no more. People go on podcasts like yours or other streamers and podcasts because at least we're getting two sides of the truth and we can decide what's true or not. The media just push propaganda. They already on Trump ass. Oh, let's get on him about this terror. Let's get on him. Look, you got the mayors in the cities. We're not going to let them deport. Excuse you? I'm like the white boy said. Oh, okay.
I'm getting to that.
You don't want the illegals deported. Well, guess what? We're going to lock your ass up. And every time they commit a crime, we're going to charge you with the same crime they did. How about that? Since you want to keep them here. How about that? But these people all ran by these small heads in Georgia Circle. But let me get your channel. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel you. Man, you right though.
But yeah, I sent the video, Frank. I just keep listening.
Oh, you gonna send you send the video? Okay.
Yeah, send it. My friend, he posted this video. When you watch this video, this gonna piss y'all off. Look how slick China is. Instead of paying tariffs, look how they using Mexico as a back door to still get their goods here. You can play it. I sent it to you in Messenger.
Hold on, I'm playing right now. Yeah, you're right though. You're right though. That's a good point. You just broke it down. They didn't take away none of the tariffs that he had already. They're full of it.
You can look it up.
He's not even for them to be hyping that up.
Y'all got rid of everything else, but try and get rid of that money coming in. Did y'all probably because y'all took that damn money and sent money laundered that over to Ukraine as well too. But ain't nobody trying to save Social Security or Medicare from going broke. What about those billions of dollars? Man, come on.
Good point. Dawson breaking it down. That's right. All right, so I'm gonna play this video.
These people do not like our country, man.
Oh hell no, man.
We have some treasons and some traitors in this place, and we know who they are. And they all come from a place that start with an I and end with L.
Okay, BJ back in his. BJ, what's good?
Man, I'm home now. That's what's up.
Dawson, man, that's right. Dawson broke it down. That's right. I forgot about that. I was talking to somebody about that a couple weeks ago. I forgot who it was. They didn't take away his tariffs that he already had, dude. You know, Biden kept him in, kept the tariffs in place. So
yes.
It's some BS. And then he's not even in office right now for them to even be making these projections like that anyway.
Let me ask you a question, man.
I mean, I'm just both sides, but it's a more logical side.
Let me ask you a question. You see how you said they kept stuff in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how they talk about Project 2025 all the time?
Right.
Here they go.
No, you good. Look. All you got to do is go to 2011 Budget Control Act under Obama's sequestration. Project 2025 is the same thing. They already been doing it.
BJ bring them receipts, man. He brings the receipts every time. Under Gay Bauman. I'm gonna tell you who we need to look at. I don't mean to cut you, BJ. I'm gonna be done. Let's start shining the spotlight on this Gay Bauman. We got to start putting the spotlight on this mother sucker more. BJ got the map. Well, all them people in his administration too, just like this administration. Jim Crow, Joe, racist Biden, and Obama 3.0. Who's the head of who's in these people organization? Capital I, lowercase L at the end.
Now this is my thing. That's why I say when you talk about the U.S. government, you gotta understand. Look, doesn't matter who's in office because the policy they might disagree on like some domestic policy. Maybe I mean domestic, like social issues, stuff like this. But when it comes to the dollar bill, y'all, the J crew, the JNL crew, it's in charge. And as a matter of fact, that's why I said that with the girl named Bondi that you were playing earlier.
Mm-hmm.
When she talked about the guns and taking them away, right? The same day that they brought her in, that's the same day when they put the bill in talking about some daggone any nonprofit group that's out there supporting Palestine may be guilty of terrorism. Well, the Patriot Act already doing that. So that's always been in place, man. So, I mean, what's the guy named Edward Snowden? Didn't they tell you all this was coming? I mean, look at me. All I said was, when they tell you something, because I know they shouting about Project 2025 to the rooftops. I'm like, come on, man. 2011 Budget Control Act. Sequestration. People went on high and free. They went on freeze. Government employees were not getting pay raises during that time. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is back in 2011.
And he cut a lot of social programs. He cut into the social programs.
Not only that, a little bit deeper because there was a lot of layoffs, but then they started that thing called quantitative easing, where that's how they was able to mess with the market, the stock market, and all the quantitative easing. They did a lot of that too.
Banks too. Banks do it as well. Quantitative easing.
That's how they did it. Matter of fact, speaking of banks, I think over 100 Bank of Americas done closed, by the way. But somehow one of them, they just happened to build another one up the street. I don't know when they built that one, but last thing I checked, they built a Chase Bank. But yeah. So, I mean, like I said, people just have to, really sit back and think about, hey, man, who's running the show? And just 2000, is it 1999 or 2001? The shadow government. And who lurks in the shadows? The Wizard of Oz. And it's our job to be like Toto. Right.
Well, it's a lot of Totos now.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do. That's why they censoring everybody.
So what
smarter than human, I guess.
What governor was what governor was trying to block said that Trump got to come? It was Pritzker, right? That said Trump got to come through him, the deportation.
Yeah, that's him.
BJ, we already know.
That's he not the only
what
one.
he a part of.
Now the Pritzkers. Now that's an interest. That is an interesting family, yo. They got one of them a tranny, but that Pritzkers is owned. Every time you go into Hyatt hotels, think about the Pritzkers.
Interesting.
Penny Pritzker, subprime mortgages. Penny Pritzker, Secretary of Commerce under Obama. Penny Pritzker. That's
pay attention.
As a matter of fact, the Pritzkers actually were they kind of brought Obama up to Chicago, got him in,
There you
and
go.
he had to basically give them favors.
There you go.
So that's why, but she wasn't that in the first term, okay? She was not that in the first term. Notice she wasn't that in the first term because the first time he had, what's that boy name from Geithner, that one down there that bailed out all the mortgage companies and stuff like AIG and all that, Geithner. And actually, Geithner's daddy had ties to Obama back in the 60s, like way back. Like, so because I think Geithner ran the New York Federal Reserve Bank or something like that. He was like up there. And then he got into he was a consultant for Goldman Sachs too. So Geithner was either Secretary of Treasury or something. He was another small hat. But but he's another one. But he left. And he doing some consulting now somewhere. He moving around the chessboard again. I mean, he's still around. Cause he ain't never 60 years old. Yeah, they got mad. A lot of people got mad with Geithner about bailing out them companies. A lot of them people got bailed out, but nobody went to prison.
Right. Nobody went to prison.
But again, let me add to that, which a lot of people had got homes that looked like us, right? And that was under Gay Obama, that was the worst. That was the biggest wealth loss transfer under Gay Obama when he bailed out the banks, the insurance companies, and the car automotive dealer companies. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now what was the second biggest? But what made more billionaires than that?
The COVID. Yeah.
And I'm about to tell you.
Oh yeah, COVID sure did. And they got a whole story on that article on there. You sure right?
It's gonna be another one too. I'm gonna tell you they're gonna pull one. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, I know.
They're gonna pull one because right now in California.
Here we go.
They're saying that the raw milk needs to be pulled for recall because it's not FDA approved and blah blah blah.
Why only in California though?
They say that raw milk got the bird flu, man.
Why only? But you know what I gotta ask? Why only in California?
Lower too.
Hey man, they got the bird flu, but your buddy Dr. Lean pulled it up. A couple years ago, the shares was $132 for the shares. And these pharmaceutical companies. I think it was Pfizer, as a matter of fact. Today the share might be like $36. So when the stock price drop, get ready. Here we go again.
Is that Stice? Salute, Stice up in the building. You know what I'm saying?
See how it going. So, but don't be alarmed. Don't worry about it. I mean, they giving away turkeys now. And I'm sitting there saying, you get. Yeah. I'm like, as a matter of fact, though, so they said the turkey hut is getting closed or something down there in Houston.
Yeah, it's probably not. I'm not surprised with all that stuff going on. Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, they giving away turkeys, right? They say they giving that. Now you got stores giving away turkeys, but they trying to sell them so bad they ain't giving the damn things away right now for Thanksgiving. My thing is, if y'all giving away turkeys like that, what's going on with the bird flu? Hey man, it don't make sense.
And it's funny you say that, BJ, because I told my dad, I said I can't do his turkey this year because I have a lot of shoulder pain now. And I told him, I said, you might want to buy some turkey legs. He hollering about how big and fat the turkey legs is. Now you know what I'm thinking in my head. You sitting up there and got the damn exactly.
I know what you're thinking.
That is not normal. I ain't eating that shit.
Big time hormones they putting up in that mug, man.
Yeah, I'm a look. When I go over there, me and my son, which I will cook breakfast before we leave, and go visit his house and other family. We already ate. Shit, we already ate. We'll take it to go. Shit, I'm I'm not even feeding that shit to my dog.
Hey, I'm gonna say something about them turkey legs, dude. I'll think about this thing, and I used to tell you, like I was telling, we was on Do I show last night, Frank, and they were talking about basically keeping your diet straight, if you eating a lot for the holidays, right? Check this out. I used to talk to a nurse one time, and she used to, it was like about 5 years ago. She, come in, she come by late after Thanksgiving. I said, why you coming so late for? She came and said, shoot, BJ, after Thanksgiving, everybody in the hospital next day coming to the.
Sure is. That's why I never worked. That's why I never worked them days after the holidays. Y'all catch y'all. So Thanksgiving be on Thursday. I won't work. Yeah. And matter of fact, I wouldn't ever mind working. I wouldn't ever mind working Thanksgiving, but the day after that weekend and that Monday, Tuesday, y'all see me on Wednesday where everybody detox and calm down now. Hey, I never did that shit ever again in my life.
Look at him.
Well, you talking about work like a Hebrew slave. They come in there with DT, the liver rooms, alcohol poison, everybody blood pressure, diabetes high, man, please.
Hey, look.
Frank,
the urgent care center is like.
She's exactly right.
It's like it's probably like a 5-minute walk and like a minute drive across the street. It's called Patient First, right? You call it Patient First, right? That's what they call it. Now I'm gonna tell you something. They ain't no damn Patient First because you ain't got you can't pay that copay. Your ass ain't even getting in that bitch. I'm just letting you know. You
ain't. I know that's right.
That
damn deductible copay. You ain't getting in there.
So one time I think I forgot my insurance card one time. They said, you gotta get that because you don't. They would not even allow you to pay the damn copay. This motherfucker, right? So look, check this out. So close. They used to close at 10 o'clock. Now I think they close at 8. Man, I think somebody even drove a car through that motherfucker one night and knocked the whole fucking. I ain't lying, man. Drove a car through that motherfucker or something, but they still was open. Now, check this out. It was 10 o'clock was when the doors closed. On that Thanksgiving or Christmas night, whatever it was, they said their last patient coming to the door at 9:50. They didn't get out that damn motherfucker at about 11:30, 12 o'clock. That's how packed that shit was after Thanksgiving, man. I didn't know, man. That shit crazy, man. So everybody about to line in pockets. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas. The only thing about it is the companies lining their pockets. Because there's been a lot of layoffs this year over the holidays.
Oh, a lot. Did y'all see all of them states that's laying people out? Florida, Virginia, Texas, California, of course, Ohio, where that old crazy dude at Maryland, the governor in Maryland, man, that's kind of sad. Right during the holidays. That's kind of crazy. I know.
Well, Frank, I was
And so when states go broke, you better be watching if you got a pension through the city, county, or state. Your pension may be in jeopardy.
Facts.
Dulcie, you know what I was telling Frank before you came on? What was I talking to somebody else? I told this to a couple people, so it don't matter. Me and a guy was talking about it the other day. And we were talking about the same thing, layoffs and stuff like that. We were talking about, all this stuff with the layoffs, AI and all that. And he was like, VJ, what's really going on? Well, the junior coach ain't putting the checks. Layoffs are happening because they're starting to place workers with the robots. That's true.
Correct, Mundo.
But guess what? One other thing, the U.S. is going through a population cull, as in people are dying very quickly. We just had a DJ down here. I know him.
That's true.
Come to find out today, he died suddenly. Everybody knows. Yeah. I mean, that's
well, them kill shots are doing exactly what they was meant to do. Wow.
This guy, I don't even think he's 50.
We warned them. We warned y'all.
I don't even think he's 50. Yeah, he's a DJ guy, and a lot of people know him. You know, I see people putting their condolences on Facebook. You know, oh, you know, I get it. All right, look. All right, look. Sometimes, look, I get it. But come on, let's get to the bottom of this thing, man. This thing kind of getting to my nerves. You know what I mean, man? We got to get. Well, no, we've gotten to the bottom of it. Well, we was already at the top of it before we got to the bottom, right? But this thing, I'm like, it's like. This is the second time at Thanksgiving. Last year, I told you about the guy who was playing ball. I knew him, fireman. He just dropped dead. His wife had already died like a year ago or something. The daughter, she was like 16 years old. I mean, she had lost both her mom and dad before they even turned 50. Or he might have been 50. But
wow.
And she was playing high school basketball at the time.
I remember you telling me that. I remember when you called me when it happened.
Yeah, so
they just did did y'all see they got over 70,000 doctors that signed some type of declaration to pull that C19 needle to the arm off the market. Did with Dr. Malone them? It's all on X. On X. But they got over 70,000 doctors. And Kill Bill Gates, he got to go to the Netherlands. Ain't they trying him in the Netherlands? I think even in Japan or something now. Y'all notice he been laying low. Pay attention. And where's Dr. Fraud at? Fauci.
Shaq, Sheeple, Shaq, what up, Shaq? Shaq, what you got to say, man?
I would send you this article, chat, Frank, but I don't want them to, flag it. So I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna just say the poke, okay? Can I say the pokey poke? Is that cool? Is that cool?
Candy bar, the Milky Way.
Yeah, pokey poke.
Yeah, Milky Way.
Well, it's a county in Washington State, right? They said that 98% got the Milky Way, as you say, right? And they just coming in with heart attacks all of a sudden. Coming to the hospital with heart attacks. I said, no, wait.
You know what I'm saying?
98% of a county. That's a lot.
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We never, and look, all the years I worked in it, we've never encountered no stuff like that. Never. And then think about it. These people just, like we saying, dying suddenly. You can't even resuscitate them to have them to live or go through ICU and they dead. They did it. These small hats did it. They did it. They did it this time.
Shaq, what up? Shaq, you there still or what?
Oh shoot, I'm trying to find it.
All I got to say, if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. Hey, it's real in the field, man. I mean, the sheep will be led to the slaughter, baby.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? It is what it is, dog. Oh, what?
My people perish because of lack of knowledge.
Unfortunately, man, And these people beat themselves on their chest and stuff with this mythology. But living real life tragic. Damn.
Speaking of that, Can the church say amen? Because what's the guy named TD Fakes or something fell out on the pulpit or something like that.
You know, I want to play that real quick. Okay, you know, and I want to play.
You know what?
Also got a video.
Another one. I heard another one fell out the same way. So what's going on? Is this starting to be a pet?
Who did, Frank? Who did? Yeah, I know TD Fakes fell, but who else fell out? Shaq said somebody else.
Look it up. I think Pianca would tell him. He was like, "It's another one." Another one.
What's up with that?
What?
Passes
See what I'm saying, boy? Look at the game these people got going, boy. But I thought TD Fakes. I thought he stepped down after the P Diddy thing. Why was he even in the pulpit preaching? Man, see these people play. Okay, go ahead, play videos, Frank.
Also, I got you. Hey, I'm gonna answer your question for you. Why was he in the pulpit?
Correct.
The congregation said it's okay. The congregation says, "I come preach to me, sir."
I believe it, BJ. You sure right. You sure right. You sure right.
Look,
See what I'm saying?
She pulled.
I'm gonna be real with you. Look,
Exactly, Frank. Sheep.
I'm gonna be real with you, Nelson. I did.
She pulled.
I got to play this. I think I did an excellent job Sunday, right? I think I did an excellent job. But I was, man, look, Nelson, I'm gonna tell you, I was with Deltas and it was a lot of church people. I'm just putting it like that. Just telling you.
The link to the church people and the Delta and then the fraternity people. Damn.
Oh, it's all linked together. Yes, sir.
So,
it's all linked together.
The church got a new movie out. They got a new movie out that they sponsor.
Damn. Look, the church and the fraternity of the church.
There you go.
Hand in hand.
Oh man, don't think you got, man, y'all better start looking at some of these old churches in the neighborhood, like what my house said. Man, that shit got Masonic symbols, symbolisms on there. You can see it right out engraved outside the church. Or it got them sororities, fraternities. Man, come on.
Oh yeah.
They don't hide it. They do not hide it.
But I'm gonna ask these churches a question. You know, St. Augustine University, which is HBCU, that's not too far from Virginia, maybe about an hour or so away, maybe 2 or 3, maybe. But St. Augustine is an HBCU that just laid off half their staff to catch up with their finances. Yeah, right. Now, what I'm saying is,
God damn.
Yes.
That's a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Guy went there. Matter of fact,
what is going on?
Guy DJ down the street. He went to St. Augustine. I always be proud of him up. If I see him, I'm gonna ask him, man, what the hell is going on in St. Augustine? You alumni? I see you at all HBC events, all homecomings, all that. What the hell is going on in St. Augustine? Let me know, please. Come on, it can just be me and you, but you gotta tell me what the hell is going on. Because you know the staff there. But here's the deal. I mean, the church make billions of dollars off people a year. You know, it's mighty funny. I was thinking about you the other day, Dawson. I missed your call. But I was talking to Shaq, Frank, don't laugh at this. Dawson, you can laugh at this all you want. You ask his religion working. That's what you ask a lot of times, right? You do ask it,
right? Right.
Oh yeah, it's working good. Oh yes. So I was telling Shaq about it. It's so funny. I got to laugh. Now, Dawson, let's say you was married and your husband said you're supposed to go to Busch Gardens, right? You're supposed to go to Busch Gardens. Busch Gardens amusement park. And husband gets the baby ready, the kids ready to go to Busch Gardens. And then the wife says, she says, well, but within not so much, let's not go there to Busch Gardens because our pastor said we can come to his pool to save money in his backyard. What?
I believe they would do it too. They would do it.
They did it.
See? You see?
No, I'm
Are
straight.
you fucking serious?
You damn right I'm serious. So look,
What the hell?
so I thought that, I thought this was like some, like a actual. Now I found out they do a lot of their sermons virtually, right? That's nothing. So the guy, I guess, one time something must be going on. She said, well, you don't have to do nothing. You just our pastor said, just pray on it.
See, that's the only solution is just pray. Don't do nothing, just pray on it.
So is religion working? It's working because it's making that
Oh,
money
it
for
is.
somebody.
It sure is.
He better be the pastor doing more than just praying in the church, but he praying on. He
Yeah, that's what he doing. He sure is. He sure is. There you go.
Right. You better believe it. Hey, that's why a lot of men left the church, bro. Because you live in your house, right? You got another man that's over you and your wife. Like
come on now. Come on. Come on.
You
Correct. Yes. Yeah. I'm Can I share a story, Frank, if you don't mind, before you play that video I know that you sent? I sent you want to play about that. So I remember I don't know this lady. I can't recall how I started talking to this lady, or she called me, I called her. Anyway, I think it was something did with my nonprofit, something like that. Anyway, so I'm talking to her. I don't know what it is, but people feel comfortable just talking to me all the time. So she goes into, she was like, yeah, I'm just going through a lot because I'm really hurt. And I caught my husband cheating on me. And, we used to belong to this. I'm trying to see what church it was. I think it was one down here. Something happened with the pastor and the church had like split. I don't know if the pastor did some pedophile shit or slept with a woman. I can't recall. So anyway, she was saying she caught her husband cheating on her, right? And she said, but you won't believe what he told me. She said, you gonna think this is so wrong. Now this lady don't know me, ma'am. You don't know what I'm thinking. But anyway, I'm listening. She said, you know what her husband told her? Well, when I asked you to let's leave the church when the pastor got caught, I think he got caught cheating on his wife. I don't know with a woman or a man. I said, let's leave the church. I begged you to leave the church. I beg you to leave the church. He tells her she didn't want to leave the church, so they stayed at the church. And you know what he told her? He said, you mad that I cheated on you with another woman, but you forgave your pastor and stayed at the church for cheating on his wife.
Damn. For your ass.
Pay attention. Pay attention. See, you that follow your husband leave, woman. The man is the head, woman. You didn't even follow your own husband lead. See, because remember, that spirit is still in that church, adultery. That's like Eddie Long Church where Jamal Brown is, and Jamal Brown looking a little glassy now. You looking a little bussified. Looking real bussified, man. Cause he burnt out on that. He burnt out on the women. He in the men now. See, remember when you had too much of the same thing? That kind of get old now. You got to explore. Allegedly, correct. You got to explore in uncharted territories.
Hey, look,
literally a pirate.
Right. It's like
that spirit Eddie Long is still in that church, new birth. Please miss me with it.
Frank, it's kind of like the young woman told me one time. I saw her out, I said, dang, she was like, I think it was like Saturday night, and, I was out of town somewhere. Now she's like, you can talk to me today, but I got to go to church tomorrow. I said, well, you got to go to church tomorrow. What you doing in here? She like, shoot. She like, what's your name? I said, my name BJ. Well, she like, BJ, sometime a girl got to let her hoe out sometime. Told me straight up. Told me straight up. Told me I gotta let my hoe out sometime. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man.
Oh, she.
Man,
Well,
we used to be at
the.
Hey, they tell the red flag.
no, they say they the biggest freaks of them all too. The freaks come out at night. They the biggest freaks of them all.
Yeah, wow.
But see, don't expect.
And lie detector determined.
Don't expect.
That's the truth.
I mean, don't expect not just the sex. You feel what I'm saying? Don't expect not just the sex. Then you coming off like that and being like that. What do you expect the cat to do? Just nah, man. It ain't gonna work like that, man. You get some of it.
Song was called Church Girl.
Pay attention. Pay attention.
Preacher daughter or the pastor's daughter, man. The preacher daughter, crazy.
Oh, the biggest freak of them all. And y'all remember when y'all going to school, everybody who parents was like preachers or pastors in the church, they had them kids was bad as hell. Them was the worst. It was like that kids was damn near possessed or something. Them some badass kids, man.
I think that shit is. I'm telling you, man. I think that's some ritualistic shit. Okay, let me say.
Me too.
Like my kids, they could be assholes, but I got to present myself a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm literally.
No, I think it. I think it's karma. Yeah. I think it's common and hypocritical because you playing around. So that's okay. I'm gonna curse your kids. How about that?
We had an 18-year-old. We had an 18-year-old Frank messing around with a 13-year-old. She got up and ran away from home. God damn it! I said, "Whoa!"
What the
ran
hell?
up to Washington D.C. I said, "What the hell is going on in this motherfucker, man?"
And see, through social media, these kids can communicate. Tell them who's motherfuckers communicating.
You don't know who you talking.
With these damn phones and the social media. That's the thing.
Her
Back
mom,
in the day,
my
was
mom
different,
was cool, man. My mom was cool. And I used to ask my mom, where's she going, man? She ran away, Bernard. Where that? What? I don't know. She ran away to D.C. What? Damn.
Telling you, man.
Well, you badass kids, man.
And I had to get on somebody like a couple months ago when it was in the little Facebook chat. But I had to bring up the point, man. This dude Gavin Newsom, man, he over here pushing your kids, man, and like over here low-key punishing these parents, talking about, you know what I'm saying, your kid could be taken away or whatever the case is, or even jail time for you not, basically, conforming with their kind of alternative lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And you
did that pass? Did that pass? Oh, damn! It passed.
They're pushing.
That's cold-blooded, man.
If everything is
I would be out of California. I don't care if I got a bicycle out of California. I get the fuck up out of there.
He said bicycle.
Well,
about that being
oh my gosh!
Watch out for some snow, Frank, because they talking about snow coming to California sometime again.
See that lets you know right there, man. It's not big there than like that.
Yeah, that's getting too. That's too you overreaching now. You doing too much.
Just like they, they over here, just like they're saying with the Trump stuff, but he ain't even in office yet. Now, certain things you could make a prediction or projection, but until he gets in office and the shit starts fucking up the economy, then you can be like, yeah, this nigga's a fucking idiot for picking these idiots and shit. Like, he has some controversial picks, though. I ain't gonna lie, and they're pro. You know what?
And they could be replaced too, because remember, Trump had a lot of bad picks in his first cabinet. He had to get rid of them.
Right. Fire your ass. You're fired. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you good for it. Fired. I mean, maybe it's, some shit chess and not checkers. He maybe just doing that for now, and then he flipped the switch on. I mean, I don't know.
Son of a bitch.
He is a Gemini. You know how Geminis get down.
That's true. Austin, that's you give me some. You're right. Other things to think about.
He's a Gemini. Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker strategic, man.
Correct. Pay attention.
It's two of them after all, you know. It's two motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, it's my son did it one. I say it's for him. That's why we have to. Yeah, we have to gauge. Well, which one is? It's like thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, thing 4. Which one I'm talking today? Oh, you on thing 3 today? You got to get out of here. You got to go, bro.
Man.
Telling
you. All right, so this is the one. Okay, I'm gonna play this video. Dawson, the one, the China.
Yeah, that one. That's it.
Fair use under the Copyright Act, 1976. Excuse me, allowance for recording for commentary and educational purpose. All right.
Show you how I invested into it with just a few $100. Plus my.
On this road in El Paso, Texas, stretching as far as the eye can see, thousands of trucks make their way back to Mexico after dropping billions of dollars worth of goods bound for U.S. consumers.
This is a scene that you see every day. Millions of dollars of product are coming in from Mexico into the United States.
For the first time in more than 2 decades, Mexico overtook China as the largest importer of goods to the U.S. Mexican goods imported to the U.S. totaled $475 billion in 2023, about $20 billion higher than the previous year. During that same period, Chinese goods imported to the U.S. came to $427 billion, $110 billion less than the year prior, and imports from Mexico are still climbing. In the first 8 months of this year, U.S. imports from Mexico reached $334 billion, 5.8% higher than the same period in 2023. Fueling that trend are simmering trade tensions between Beijing and Washington, an effort to bring U.S. imports closer to home, and a burgeoning Mexican manufacturing base. But there's another factor at play.
But why can that see that NAFTA? Why couldn't that manufacturing stay here though? Damn, y'all doing manufacturing raw goods all the way down to technology now, man. Technology, the technical stuff, a lot of that stuff is India. India got that on lock, right? So.
To avoid American tariffs, Chinese companies are using Mexico as a backdoor to the U.S.
With what you're moving within Mexico itself, the finished product, how much?
Oh, because Mexico is our ally, right? Is that why? That's why. Like,
No, he did. Remember, he changed the NAFTA deal with only Mexico, United States, and Canada. So because China can't, they can have tariffs imposed on them. So now since he did the deal with Mexico, Canada, and the U.S., they using Mexico to get the goods from China to the U.S., but they're going through Mexico like a back door because of the NAFTA deal. See, these people from China, they slick, man. Them boy.
You right
though. Boy, that damn Xi Jinping, them ching chongs. See, we don't fool with them ching chongs here. We know how they get down. Them some dirty boy.
What they get? What they Dawson again?
Ching chongs.
Ching chong.
They something.
They ain't funny though, boy.
We don't fuck. Yeah, they something else, y'all. I'm telling you.
They be on some nasty work.
You see what I'm saying? They competitive, man.
And I don't like, and they got poor. Oh my God, they got poor safety practice too, bro. That's why I'm will probably be getting these recalls and shit too, bro. You know what I'm saying? The lack of the quality. You see what I'm saying? Nah, man. Yeah, it's hard to keep it with the production manufacturing and to pay people. So we're gonna have to figure something out because, bro, they can work the hell out their people, bro. You can't compete with it. That's why, you know what I mean? Can't nobody.
Yeah, they don't have no labor. They don't have no labor laws, rules. They not like the United States. Little kids could even work and be in factories and stuff. They don't have no labor law rules or regulations.
And some people lost their morals when it comes to this. That's why it's okay for them. They think they're getting away while you allowing China, some of these other foreign nations, Asia and all these other places, to do this manufacturing and stuff because they ain't got no labor laws. So you give them all manufacturing and you collect all the money when you import it and sell it to the American people and stuff. But it's
But
bad.
they don't tell that part.
Because you got people that's not qualified and trained and certified, aka young people, minors. You're gonna have a lot of what?
Going to what, Shaq?
You're gonna have a lot of what?
Accidents.
Accidents, error, yeah. That it happened.
Inequalities.
And then, yeah, defects, recalls. Yep.
For sure.
That just happened up in what was that when them people was protesting? They call themselves hiring illegals.
Uh-huh.
Boy, next thing you know, they come back reporting a week or two later. They went to go work up in that factory. I don't know where it was, what type of factory. Man, they end up losing their arms, losing their hands. One of them end up dying. They don't know how to operate that equipment. And that's what they were saying. They said, we told them that. But guess what? Just for them doing that, the company begged them to come back. They regular workers gave them a high pay raise and everything. See, when you try to do something for evil for cheaper labor and the quality, like Shaq stated, ain't there, that's what happens. Now that it costs you more money.
Yeah, American made was quality, bro. Standard. It was
Correct. The best of the best.
guaranteed. Ain't no guarantee. If you notice, when the last time you seen something say some guaranteed?
You're right, Shaq, because only thing in America say guarantee. You are exactly right. You are absolutely
I don't
correct.
see that no more, hardly no more. Probably on some older
Wow.
marketing models or something.
That's a good point, though.
I'm just
That's
saying.
a great point.
That's a good
point. Saying, man.
I think Trump made a comment about that I think some of the people in his hotel had ordered some furniture for China, and he didn't know about it. He wasn't aware about it because they only would order from a certain manufacturer here in the U.S. So one of them started getting cheap. He started on for China, and guess what? They ended up with a lawsuit because one of the guys sat in one of the chairs, and the chairs collapsed and hurt his back. And that's why he was like, "This is why we like American quality things." This manager was never supposed to buy this furniture from overseas. And he got a lawsuit. They got a lawsuit now.
Yeah, I mean, people buy and see. This is alien, foreign national, international mentality where you're supposed to accept anything. No. That's not our culture, bro. Our cultural standard used to be pristine. Even if you was wearing something on the cheap end, you made sure it was you kept the quality of it still. See what I'm saying?
That's right.
On a less expensive end. And that is not around the world because, and it's not their fault, it's just they're not exposed to stuff like this. So people around the world didn't have the infrastructure we had. So I understand why they just had to accept anything and eat molded breads and all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We grew out of it. We went quality. Just had to be up to standard. Where's the health department? Is there any health departments anymore that come out and check and grade? What's going on? Did they get rid of the health department?
That's a good question because the way them ching chongs do they food, shit. You can't pay me. You can't pay me to eat at no damn Chinese buffet or restaurant. My mama friend's daughter had her birthday party at the Chinese place, and they was like, "You want to order?" And I started looking around. I say, "This Chinese." So I asked the cashier. I say, because I saw a ching chong. I said, "Is this Chinese on?" She was like, "Yes, ma'am." I said, "Oh, I'm okay. I don't want to order." She said, "You don't want?" So my mama friend walked up. She said, "What?" I said, "Baby, I don't deal with these ching chongs like this. You don't know what they putting in that food. You don't know if you eating dead cat or dog or rat. Please." My bad, Frank. You finished playing it.
Oh yeah. Word. That's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
of those Chinese goods actually stay in Mexico, and how much roughly do you think those Chinese products come here to the United States?
I think there's a huge market for Chinese product in Mexico, but the big ticket item here is the US market. That's why China's coming to Mexico.
What we're trying to do is bring stuff from all over the world to Mexico, manufacture here, and send it again abroad.
Chinese car companies, for example, are setting up shop in Mexico. Tariffs on Chinese goods date back to 2018 when the Trump administration launched trade war with China. To take advantage of the Mexican trade, logistics companies like Maersk, DHL, and Uber Freight are ramping up their investments.
Are coming to Texas. It's a wild, wild west where they are buying up land to secure warehouse space.
At the center of it all is U.S. Customs and Border Protection, one of the world's largest law enforcement agencies with over 60,000 employees.
We will do a complete inspection on it, from instruments of terror to narcotics to country of origin to manifest discrepancies, everything.
If they have Mexicans like working as border patrol, how do we know they're not getting stuff over for people? Or how do we not know they're not letting certain things slide for certain people? You feel me? Kind of interesting, huh?
More than 650,000 cargo trucks crossed the Isleta-Zaragoza Bridge in El Paso, Texas in 2022. So how is China able to circumvent U.S. tariffs? And what are logistics companies doing to prepare for the upcoming boom in Mexican trade? CNBC traveled to Mexico City and El Paso to find out.
Wow. Interesting. What y'all think, man? Let me see.
Why they ain't played this side of the in the news? That's all I'm saying. Why they didn't play this on the news? Why they ain't talk about this?
Exactly. But they want to hype, right? They want to try to put it on Trump.
Correct. Correct.
Well, but see, I can see that. I can see you trying to do something like that. I can see that all day.
Yeah, they slick.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they talking about what's the name? They try to flip Chicago red or whatever, or no, they try to whatever. They talking about let me get this real quick. They talking about trying to flip Chicago red. You know what I'm saying?
So they movement still pretty strong with that Chicago Red. Because I heard they threatened Brandon Johnson now, saying he better comply with Trump with the deportations or something.
Oh, you know that's what I was gonna play. Hold up, this is what I was gonna play. That next reminded me. Hold up. Let's see. All right, so I was gonna play this about I was gonna play this about Pritzker. Talking about over my dead body, or what he said, come over me, or whatever. It's ridiculous. Come for my people. This sounds like some
decades of widening inequality and political corruption have brought America to a breaking point. But just how far have we fallen?
First this afternoon, Governor
a little scripts and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Pritzker promises Illinois will protect vulnerable communities as Trump returns to the White House.
Political reporter Paris Schutt spoke with the governor today about this week's election. Paris?
Well, yeah, Sylvia, the governor's making his first appearance since Trump's victory. And by his statements, he says Illinois will continue to be part of the resistance if Trump's agenda.
The resistance? What is it? Star Wars? What's up with these people? This is supposed to be Star Wars or something? The resistance. What is this? What is this? The fucking rebels or something? You know what I'm saying? Where household am I? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question.
The resistance.
Now I heard what he said. Yep.
No, this is.
But I'm gonna tell you why y'all got to get on X. I was strolling through, because they go in on them. Capital I, lowercase L at the end. They go in on them in a small hat. Well, they go in on them. Do you know why It's them who bringing the immigrants here. Are y'all aware of that? You could find a clip of Anthony Bourdain. You may can find it, Frank. Him talking to another guy about why they bring immigrants here so they can stay in power and in control. And they won't be a target amongst everybody. This is true. We know Jim Crow Joe ain't running the country. Pay attention.
Facts. Fact. You talking about, man, he getting us in this thing with Russia, man, boy. Boy, I tell you.
Well, because they system falling, remember.
Oh, yeah.
It happened with World War II. What did they usher in? Oh, and you ought to see the video. Y'all ought to see the video. Boy, they got it all on X of how they rushed the Federal Reserve in 1913 on Christmas Day. Y'all got to look at that. That's how dirty.
Right.
That's why Jerome Powell said he not stepping down. But that is not a government entity, and we know that's why he took Kennedy out too, right? Okay.
I'll pull it up.
Okay.
I'll pull it up.
You can finish playing what you was playing, Frank, but I want to just add that. Go ahead.
Extreme. And he says he will be a, quote, happy warrior leading that resistance.
To anyone who intends to come take away the freedom and opportunity and dignity of Illinoisans, I would remind you that a happy warrior is still a warrior. You come for my people, you come through me.
What is he supposed to be, the Terminator or something? Yeah, man. You know what, man? See, this is all theatrics.
Yeah, these people think this is like exactly a acting shit, a movie.
Like, huh? And this dude reading this. Why would you have to read that off the script? Or you wrote that down? You wrote that corny shit down?
Because they tell them what to say. They tell them what to say. That shit all scripted. They tell them what to say. If they don't do what they say, you know they gonna have some sexual assault charges, a pedophile charges, black ransom you with. Come on now. You know how they get down. This they play over and over and over. Either they catch you with a woman or a pedo. That's their game. But you can't say nothing about them being pedophiles and coming out them New York tunnels with all them kids' blood and poo-poo stains in the mattresses. And them small heads coming out them tunnels, raping them kids.
Now watch this. Now watch this. Frank, pull up IMDb. Pull up Pritzker. And then pull up IMDb, which is Trump. And both of them will show you both of them as actors.
There you go.
All you gotta do is go IMDb profile.
We being played. They keep getting paid.
Hey, who's IMDb? BJ?
Yep. IMDb. You don't know IMDb? That's an acting thing, man.
I said who? Who you talking about?
Pull up anybody. Pritzker. Pull up Trump, Obama. Don't matter. They gonna all come up.
Fact. Oh yeah. Right.
IMDb. Barack Obama.
Oh yeah.
Producer, actor, music department. Right here.
Right.
There you go. As a matter of fact, Harry Lennox told you that he was an actor, right? I don't know why this thing say first sign. Then they got all this other stuff they put on about health. First signs of Crohn's disease that many females tend to ignore. I don't even know how they got on there. I guess they just said, we just want to tell you something. I get on there.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, you're right. You check their IMDb, work around to be actors, have all types of acting credit, producing credits, and all.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
These cats, man.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull up another one. Hold on. I'm gonna just pull up somebody. Tom
Yeah,
Cotton.
BJ, you pulling it up, BJ. Tell us who else it is.
I'm just pulling up Tom Cotton. I'm just pulling up any name in Congress. Most of these people got AMD pages, man. Man, I tell you the actors, man.
Oh,
Play it, bro. I mean,
we
Tom
doing
Cotton.
play.
Hold up. You know what? Let me pull up Prisco. Next you mentioned, let me pull him up.
Tom Cotton was born in Arkansas, known for KSFY News.
So you Googling, right? IMDb.
Yeah. Former member U.S. House Affairs Committee. He got a book, Sacred Duty, Soldiers Tour at Arlington National Cemetery. Tom Cotton. I'm just pulling up some vague people. Like people don't even pay attention to Tom Cotton. Pull up.
Who is that, BJ?
That's a senator from Arkansas, Tom Cotton. He a war.
Okay, that's what I figured. I figured there was somebody in okay.
Yeah. What's his name?
I know I heard that name before. Okay.
Chuck. Well, no, this ain't Chuck Schumer. This ain't. Oh, Chuck Schumer. He got an IMDb page too. Yeah. That's right.
You got an IMDb.
He is an actor known for Law and Order. Chuck Schumer.
Y'all see it?
Yeah, we see it, Frank. It's small, but we see it. We see his name.
Well, yeah, these actors, man, actresses.
There you go.
Chuck Schumer. He is an actor known for Law and Order, Criminal Intent.
Wow.
Hey, look, man.
Wow.
No. Yeah, they take. I mean, that's what I said. Like, I just go to IMDb and say, okay. So, but what I'm saying is, Obama likes meeting his back hole. Yeah, he does. But you know what? Hey, that's what the man say.
A back hole, yo.
Now, all right, Frank. So I tell you about Pritzker Schumer. As a matter of fact, Dawson, since you talking about sexual assault, the girl Stormy Daniels, right? That y'all like the people mentioned back then.
Yeah.
Well, she's a female small head.
Right. Interesting. Right.
Oh, they just came out with a list from Trump to Alex Jones to a lot of people who, it's alternative media and different. They just came out of a list with the number of women that was planted in their camps and stuff to try to set them up. They say it's over 50 women. 50.
But now look, the Alex Jones thing, that's interesting because you was asking me one time about Alex Jones call them globalists. Well, I found out why.
Yeah. Why do he do that? I mean, his younger hosts, they call him out.
But who he married to?
Oh, BJ. BJ, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Hey,
you gotta be kidding me.
Who's he married to?
What?
Hey, look. I'm pretty sure. Let me pull it up because I'm pretty sure I read it the other day. Okay, his wife is called Erica. Wait a minute. When I look up the name, I can tell you. It's Erica something. God damn. Why they act like they want me to pull this thing up? See it? And my phone don't like me tonight, man. See what's up, man? Hold on, man. Shit. But, god damn. berates ex-wife. Now they ain't let me put it up. They say he berates his ex-wife, but the good thing is his show's still on. That's the good thing. Her name is Wolf Jones. I think Dry Bones did mention the other day that his wife is small head.
Interesting. Okay, how come? What's up? What's going on? What's up with all these conservatives doing that, man? Just like what's her name, Candace Owens. What's going on, man?
I told you.
Good as a Creed guy too, or no?
I think he might be a British guy. I know he's UK or something. But that guy named Farmer, that guy very rich. I do know that. But you gotta remember, I already told you, Republicans is more loyal to Israel than Democrats. I already told you that. That's kind of crazy part because on that bill, only 21 Republicans voted against it. Only 21 Republicans voted against it, and 70 Democrats voted against it. And that's like a percentage of 71%. All you need is 66% of Congress to pass any bill like that. So that's just a little bit, kind of crazy. Not to mention they've been putting all these judges on the bench too over the last couple weeks. That's another thing. So you got anytime you want to pull these people up, go pull up Israel Lobby, pull it up, and you'll see how much money everybody got. And that'll tell you the whole thing.
Got broke off.
And tell you who getting the money. And basically, it's gonna tell you why they keep on supporting these bills. I don't really care for that. What's that girl named down there in St. Louis? But she did call it out about AIPAC, but she didn't tell you that what Cori Bush didn't tell you is that the Congressional Black Caucus went and met with Benjamin Netanyahu. She didn't tell you that part. Yeah, she didn't tell you that part. She just made the AIPAC. Oh, no. You got to tell me that they the Congressional Caucus met with Benjamin Netanyahu, too. As a matter of fact, that was the one guy that I didn't. That's the one guy, Lee Zeldin, that from New York that Trump put in. That was very, very bad pick though, because you see, any other time they tell you to boycott, divest, sanction, but Israel got an anti-BDS movement. They won't even lock you up and you even threaten to boycott them. That's why people say we don't want to support companies that invest in them. They said, no, if you try to boycott us, you need to be locked up for boycotting them or boycotting companies that involved with them. That's how funny they got this. Because they say, like Christian Nome, we're the chosen people. But she said, and you saw, I showed it to you where they signed the legislation to protect the chosen people. Right in South Dakota. And the matter of fact, what's so bad about South Dakota that she said they got the smallest population of them there. So what is that, 2%? And they signed legislation for that. So we gotta understand. We being played, but unfortunately, we're being played. But the good thing is, the bad thing is that a lot of people like getting played. Unfortunately, matter of fact, I know TD Jakes might be a little sick right now. Whatever the hell is going on.
Let me pull that up real quick.
But I'm pretty sure Mr. Passer ain't telling you this because he's getting his collection plate. I mean, matter of fact, how much you donating to him? Maybe about 10%. I don't know. How much you donating to him?
It's interesting how you just happen to be live streaming when that happened, though. Kind of interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so fair use under the Copyright Act, Section 107, allows me to report on this for commentary and educational purposes. Fair use, all right?
During a morning service.
Why do you say
it was
like that,
inside
right?
this morning, inside the Potter's house. Our Olivia Leach has more on how Jakes is doing on this evening, including an update from his daughter.
My Redeemer, let him go in peace.
In a shocking moment that's now gone viral, Bishop T.D. Jakes, the founder and senior pastor of the Potter's House Church of Dallas, was on stage Sunday, finishing an hour-long sermon when he lowered his mic and began to shudder. A crowd of people quickly rushed over and surrounded him on stage.
I mean, damn, they was like, damn, was he all right or what happened?
In a statement posted on social media Sunday afternoon, the Potter's House of Dallas said Bishop T.D. Jakes experienced a, quote, slight health incident. They said he received immediate medical attention and is now stable and under the care of.
So you see, when you get stuff like that, you know, it's really interesting. What happened, man? Why don't you be transparent and let us know what happened? A slight health incident, that could be anything. Then they could have had an owie on his motherfucking on his shoulder or something. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean, you feel me? What is a slight health incident? That don't mean it's anything serious. That don't mean it's anything minor. They don't give you details because I'm starting to think that was a little bit of I don't know, man. That might have been kind of weird. People are like, oh, you had a stroke. People, you know, that gets you assuming it and guessing, and it makes the people want to get into it. It makes you want to put your 2 cents in it. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? A slight health incident. I never heard anything like that. And everybody just crowded around. I'm like, damn, they swarmed him and shit. Like, I was like, whoa, you know. I mean, I guess, you know, I don't know. I guess, you know, that was kind of like, wow, interesting. Like, wow, what happened?
Medical professionals.
Hey, family.
Hey.
I know that today's been an interesting day for us.
Tough day.
Late Sunday, Bishop Jakes' daughter, Sarah Jakes Roberts, and her Ray Roberts.
What happened? What happened, BJ?
They speaking for them?
Who both often deliver sermons at the Potter's House, gave an update on how Bishop Jakes is doing.
So obviously today could have been a tragic day, but it wasn't. By the mercy of God, by the grace of God, Bishop is doing well. He's recovering well. He's under.
Recover from what though? What happened? They ain't gonna tell you what happened, but they tell you you're recovering from what?
Medical care. He's strong. We're trying to get him to sit down. He's
Damn, what happened? Damn, you can't even get him to sit down. What the fuck happened to him? Boy, this is yeah, man. They give you the twists and turns. You know what I'm saying? Just for that, I might give you a little bit of industry hopes too. Just a little something. You know what I mean?
Strong bishop that we know, but we really can't thank you enough for your prayers.
On the megachurch's Facebook, more than 2,000 people commented on the church's statement, sharing their prayers and hopes for Bishop Jakes' quick recovery. Well wishes are also pouring in from other Dallas church leaders, including Pastor Frederick Haynes of Friendship West Baptist Church, who told CBS News Texas, quote, Bishop Jakes is a once-in-a-generation gospel giant. We're praying for him, his family, and for the Potter's House. Bishop T.D. Jakes founded the Potter's House in 1996.
You can't have a new season until you are willing to say goodbye to the season you had.
According to the church's website, the non-denominational megachurch has more than 30,000 members and is consistently ranked among the largest and most influential churches in the U.S.
Y'all see what Junior Coltrane said? Damn, yo, that's facts. Wow. Damn. That's that sounds about right. These dudes playing with people's playing with people's, you know what I mean?
We reached out to the Potter's House and asked if Bishop T.D. Jakes has been hospitalized as a result of Sunday's incident, but they told us additional updates will be provided.
That sounds like some Dawson or Shaq, what y'all think? You know what I'm saying? What y'all think about that, man? Sounds, I don't know, sounds kind of suspicious to me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Can the church say amen? That's all I'm going to say. Can the church say amen? God damn it. That's all I can say. Hey, man. It is what it is, man. Hey, look.
Well, okay, wait, Alex Jones happened? Alex Jones? Yeah, we have to.
I told you.
Real quick, man.
Hey, look.
Fair use. Got the Copyright Act.
That's why you don't say that.
Fair use of the Copyright Act, 1976, 107, Section 107. For allowance is made to report on this for commentary and educational purposes. All right. Damn, man, yo. Damn. This dude over here, man. Alex Jones, the actor, he's another, he be burnt out too, though. Like, come on, man, you over here. You know what I'm saying? Like saying all this and doing all this. Come on, dude. No damn well shit. You know what I'm saying? What's up with Pat Poops? Pat Poops and Remy Ma.
Yeah, that was 5 years ago. But I on the video you listen to it, they gonna say you married the one. So I just pay attention.
I wonder if he's still with that same lady, man.
You may not be, but that was 5 years ago. But just letting you know. But that's why he probably is not so keen to say things about them.
Oh yeah, right.
And RFK Jr. in Congress, and he said he was more pro-Israel than his Democratic colleagues. So yeah, unfortunately. So I mean, we gotta face it, man. Like I sent you a video of Whitney Webb. They tell you who controls American politics. So when they talk about Russia, no, it ain't Russia. No. Nope.
Speaking of that, damn, we speaking of something like stuff like that. Let's see what's up with Zach Hubbard real quick. You got do a little 3-minute video on the Nazis. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
fair use from the Copyright Act, 1976, Section 107.
Call them socialists, brother. Call them socialists. Socialists.
Oh, right.
So easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. You just need a concept and a way to record it.
Welcome back, Truth Seeker.
Shout out to Zach.
A recent criticism of my work that has gotten a lot of attention because of this certain community is apophenia. We are being accused of suffering from apophenia for pointing out the use of gematria by the mainstream media, by the federal government, et cetera, et cetera. So get a load of this. The term apophenia was first introduced by German psychiatrist Klaus Conrad in 1958 in his book about schizophrenia. And it says, Conrad coined the term apophenia to describe the tendency of people, particularly those experiencing psychosis, to perceive meaningful connections or patterns in random or unrelated stimuli. He used it in the context of studying the early stages of schizophrenia, where patients might perceive delusions or false patterns in their experiences. Now, Germany, that should stand out to you, right? Of course, the Illuminati founded in Germany. So many important things coming out of Germany. Look at Klaus Conrad. He was a German neurologist and psychiatrist with important contributions to neuropsychology and psychopathology. He joined the Nazi Party in 1940. He was best known as a professor of psychiatry and neurology and director of the University of Psychiatric Hospital in Göttingen from 1958 until his death. Of course, in Gematria, Nazi equates to 58. And again, the Nazis were about mind control. Of course, the Nazis were modeled after the Jesuits. Isn't this quite interesting? This Nazi scientist, his legacy, because really, how many people come across what I present and they immediately go to the attack of saying, oh, this person must be schizophrenic, when in fact, everything we're doing is perfectly logical and well-reasoned, explaining that, okay, DC's the Masonic city. Again, we're always talking about the feds, the same federal government that brought Nazis to America after World War II with Project Paperclip, but we're always explaining DC's the Masonic city. Masonry is based in Kabbalah. The practice of coding numbers into words comes from Kabbalah. And again, I learned about this through September 11th, something that had a lot of parallels to the Reichstag fire, which was also a Nazi event where they blew up their own building or destroyed it to blame it on an enemy to escalate a war. I suppose anybody who saw through that must have had schizophrenia. So yeah, the next time somebody drops the apophenia line on you or accuses you of being a schizophrenic, you should say, did you know that your line of thinking right now actually was created by a Nazi? Oh, you know that's going to turn it around on them. And that's exactly what you got to do. Beat these people at their own game. Until next time, Truth Seeker.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Zach. Telling you a little something, telling you. No. But see, I mean, they really like hyping this thing up with Trump, and he's not even in it yet. But yeah, there's just a lot of hype. You know what I'm saying? So let me play this video real quick. Fair use, fair use.
And she is one of the people that's been up there giving Mayor Brandon Johnson hell up there, and he needs it because he's been prioritizing the migrants over Black Americans. And a lot of Black people in Chicago say they're sick and tired of the Democrat Party. You know, Democrats have had a stronghold in Chicago for a very, very long time. What Danny had, put up a video recently, calling out the Boulay, like Boulay Martin and D.L. Hughley and Joy Reid, etc., about why they don't cover, the things they're doing, but they claim they're Black media. I definitely got the answer for that. That's not too hard to answer. But let me go ahead and cue up the video that she was calling them out on. Let's go ahead and get this sister the answer that she so needs.
At this point, this is who needs to get canceled. We need to cancel D.L. Hughley. We need to cancel Roland Martin. We need to cancel Steve Harvey. We need to cancel Plass. Everybody who tried to lead us into a burning building. We're Chicago Red. We are all over the media, all over everywhere. This is what we are going through, telling our story. Jessica Jackson telling how the Democrat Party is stealing people's property. Zoe Lee, time and time again, we have been on every council meeting talking about showing how the Democrat Party, especially in Chicago, is stealing Black people property, how they're putting all these illegals in our neighborhood, pushing us out of our homes, and giving them all the resources, all on the backs of trying to tax us. We didn't vote for these people, but we have to suffer the consequences of people who vote just blue no matter who. We got to suffer the consequences of their actions and their uneducated actions because they choose to use identity politics and because they choose to use race to get people in office, all while knowing that they're not qualified and knowing that this is going to be the detriment to the Black community. Now, Roland Martin prides himself on being a Black journalist and having a Black news, a Black journalist and whatever, a media company, Black media company. D.L. Hewley prides himself on, being a Black man with a Black radio, Steve Harvey. Now, Chicago Flips Red have been in the meetings. We have been going, everybody has been going viral from just us going and showing what we are going through. We have been going viral. And everybody from the YouTubers, No One YouTubers, the Fox News, all the news stations, they're covering us. Ask me this. You all don't find it strange that not one, Roland Martin, you on YouTube, not one of these people have asked Chicago Flips Red to come and talk about what's going on. We are Black people talking about Black issues, talking about what's really going on in our neighborhood, talking about everything we are going through far as being taxed out of our homes are being taken, stolen, and they're putting illegals all in our neighborhood, pushing us out. This is what we have been screaming. This is what we are shouting on the rooftop. This is what we are fighting for. We have an idiot Mohawk wearing Mayor Brandon Johnson who don't care. Yes, he's Black and he's a Democrat. And he don't care nothing. He's a dictator. He don't listen to the people. He don't care what the people want.
It's our own that treats us like that. It's our own. People that look like us. You see what I'm saying? And you know what he did and retaliated to the people? He raised their housing tax. Or property tax, excuse me. Ain't that something?
All while raising our taxes, trying to raise our taxes, advocating, pushing, trying to raise our taxes. Do you see any one of those people I just named? Have you heard any one of them say anything? Have you heard any one of them cover it? Have they even asked to speak to us to see what's going on in our neighborhood and see what's going on? It's a bunch of Black faces complaining about different things. Why they're not interested?
Sister Danny, let me tell you exactly why they're not interested in speaking to you. First and foremost, they're not going to get paid $350,000 like Boule Martin.
Damn, from Kamala. Good point. They're not going to get paid $350,000, baby. Y'all hear that? $350,000, man. Good point. Yo, that's facts, yo.
Got from the Vice President Kamala Harris campaign. Al Sharpton and the gang is not going to get $500,000 for speaking about your issues in Chicago. All those people that you name are bought and paid for Democrat shields. And those Democrat shields, they got to be on the party line. They got to tote, illegal immigration. They got to tote LGBT. They got to tote, prioritizing every other group, except Black Americans. So y'all up there battling with Brandon Johnson about why he's not doing something for Black people. They're not going to cover that. I mean, what? No. And if they do cover it, they're going to try to slander you guys over there and ladies. They're going to try to slander y'all. They're going to lie on y'all. They're going to do it. So really, it's actually good that Boule Martin and them is not talking about y'all. It's actually pretty good. But you mentioned that, okay, Fox News has showed many y'all many times. You mentioned brothers and sisters, that's independent media is showing and highlighting y'all. That's really what you need right there. I mean, I'm not saying even the Fox News part. I'm saying that, hey, brothers and sisters on the independent side covering y'all and things like that. And at the same time, I wouldn't even wait on people to cover me. If I got something going on, like I see Danny, you're doing it now. You posting and put your own messages out there, because that's really how you're supposed to do it. Like, I will tell anybody, don't wait for somebody to cover you. You record, you got a phone, you can get a pocket cam or whatever, record, put it up. Sometimes when it's a good video, man, everybody gonna jump on that video and spread that thing out there, right? But yeah, well, listen, they've been canceled, sister. They've been canceled a long time ago. None of us take Boule Martin seriously. Nobody take D.L. Hewley, Steve Harvey. We don't take none of them jokers seriously because they just bought and paid for shields.
Facts. Hey, he ain't lying though. He ain't lying. I don't take none of them seriously. You know, he's right though. This is the information age. Everybody nowadays, all you gotta do is take out the phone, man, and record. You know, what y'all think? Yeah, these black media ain't gonna. No, hell no, black media. That's not their narrative. If you talking about immigrations or immigrants getting anything over you, that's not the Black Democrats' narrative. That's against their narrative. You know what I'm saying? Their narrative is protecting them at all costs. What's their narrative? You know? Their narrative is making sure that they're prioritized over us. That's their narrative. See what I'm saying, y'all?
So it's like they're not relevant to nothing that's going on in Black America. Y'all are relevant because y'all are doing your thing up there. You holding Brandon Johnson's foot to the fire, which you should. Every day, y'all need to be on him about why you're not doing something for Black folk, but you're prioritizing it. Some people that just got here yesterday.
Damn, that's the whole point. That's the whole point. Prioritize people that was here, man. I think that's the whole point. That's facts, man. You know? That's facts. Yeah, man. All right, last video, man. I'm out. After this. Fair use, 1976 under the Copyright Act. Section 107. Allowance is made to report on this for commentary and educational purposes.
Yo. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah. What's up?
Yo. Hold up. Hold up.
All right.
My bad. Okay. Break it down, BJ.
No, I'm waiting on you to play the video, man. I was like, yeah, it got like a dry spell.
Okay, hold on.
Check.
You heard the video I was playing, right?
No.
Or it wasn't playing? Oh shit, hold up. That was weird. Hold up.
Dawson. I mean,
Can you hear it?
no, it ain't up on the screen.
Share of the cable news audience, 70%
Not here.
in prime time. That's their best in 28 years. Meanwhile, MSNBC and CNN are at the bottom of their historical viewership. And then Yahoo News, MSNBC viewership craters 38%, CNN down 27%. Fox News audience jumps 41% post-election. There is a lot to talk about here. Post-election drop-offs are not unusual. We saw it too for 3 days. Many of you, much to your dismay, will remember that I talked about it a couple of times. What you kind of have is oftentimes there's a general tune-out after the election. The losers kind of lick their wounds and go home. The winners take a victory lap, which could explain some of Fox News's bump. Everybody might tune out for a little while, but something different seems to be happening here. This is increasingly not smelling like we're just taking a break from politics on corporate media moment. There seems to be something broader going on. People are tired. People are disillusioned with what they get from corporate media. And many are realizing, wow, it was the influencer election, the social media election, the independent creator election. We had our best viewership ever in August and September and to some degree October, ever. And a lot of people seem to be saying, I may be tuning out for now or not from news and politics in general, but I don't know that I'm going back to CNN or MSNBC when I come back. And there's not been a lot to be hopeful about over the last few weeks, but this is kind of making me feel like actually doing okay. We had this 2 days.
I'm going to break something down.
Break it down. Oh, yeah.
Now, you were going to laugh about this, man. Like I told you, man. We always say, they tell you the media is dying, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's true in one way or another. But pull up AI newscasters because they're not going to replace these people with regular news. They're going to replace these people with newscasters. As a matter of fact, they got a thing in Israel talking about, do you know if you're talking to a bot or not?
Wait. Okay, wait. You said AI news? Wait, I'm gonna pull that up right now. You
Pull up
said
AI newscasters. No bullcrap. Pull it up. I'm gonna show you something, man. Keep the video up though, but pull up AI newscasters. You might find something. Pull up. It's gonna come up. Yeah. See if it come up.
AI news anchors.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, man.
News reported AI generated.
Yeah, man. So
Looking to change careers, gain marketable.
And we go Copyright Act 1976, Section 107. Allowance is made to report on this video for commentary and educational purposes. All right.
Skills or earn that degree you've always promised yourself? Cypress College.
Bam.
it is a major undertaking. Operating a media group in 2024 requires substantial resources, especially if it's a TV station, a 24-hour news channel. Declining ad revenues make it even more difficult to maintain the hundreds of employees needed to keep it running. Journalists, producers, cameramen, editors, anchors, and a lot of costly gear. This man has set upon replacing all this with a few lines of code on a computer. The video he posted a few months ago, a news program produced entirely by artificial intelligence, quickly went viral.
Hello, and welcome to Channel One, a new way of consuming, reporting, and thinking about the news powered by artificial intelligence. All presented by our team of AI-generated reporters.
We think there's an opportunity to really bring news a few generations forward.
Adam Mossam is a Canadian engineer and investor who's lived in California for the past 20 years. Given the challenges news channels currently face, declining viewership coupled with the confidence crisis, he's convinced that the solution lies in news programs tailored to each viewer.
This is Channel One.
Military operations against Hamas by Israeli Defense Forces continue in Gaza, with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
We believe personalization is the key to unlocking the next level of user experience in news. This has never been done before. And with new advances in technology, that opportunity, we believe, does exist. So we're trying to figure out if we can go and take advantage of that.
Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky urged his nation's people to stay focused and strong in the face of the protracted war with Russia. Zelensky's comments come as the U.S. Congress disagrees over passing a new aid package.
We have reporters that don't exist. We've created the...
Now, if you see what I'm saying, see, when they tell us, see, this ain't got nothing to do with this particular, but like RFK Jr. said they do maybe 500-600 health employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say they're gonna place it with, right?
He didn't say that.
Elon, they were talking about Elon Musk talking about possibly trying to buy MSNBC, right?
Right.
What? Elon Musk is in the artificial intelligence, isn't he?
Right, facts.
So he didn't say he's gonna replace them with humans. Remember a couple years ago when the actors were talking about they were gonna be replaced with AI and stuff like that?
Damn. That shit
the Hollywood strike?
They did say that.
Why wouldn't you think the news media are doing it? So when they're telling you the news viewership decline, that's because the cable bills have gone up over the years and things like that, and people using Amazon Fire Sticks and all that.
That's true.
But at the same time, they also want to get rid of people. I told you the U.S. is having a population reduction. I don't need as many people to do this no more. Why pay you when I pay robot? And matter of fact, if you're watching TV, you won't know if it's AI or a robot that's talking to you if you that is wrong.
That's true.
So, I mean, think about it. If you stuck on watching these regular networks, you don't know if it's AI or a bot anyway. You already a product of mind control. Right? So it's easy to put the AI in. They won't even recognize the AI.
I know these motherfuckers wouldn't even. I know, and people are so sleep nowadays. You know, they ain't. You know, and they're what's the name?
See, my mind be thinking, man.
It's low. What'd you say?
Cause my mind be thinking. Cause I mean, you know, the first thing when I heard, the media doing all these layoffs. If you don't tell me who you're replacing it with, first thing come to mind, they about to replace you with AI. That's all.
Facts.
I mean,
give no detail.
UPS laying off 400 workers in Colorado.
I heard about that, man.
AI.
Yeah. Remember the tire place in who's that tire place? The tire place is back east. In Ohio, remember, and then the Coca-Cola place. The Pepsi place in Chicago. That plant they lay them workers off.
Mm-hmm.
No notice or nothing.
I got a guy in San Antonio. He went to go pick up a load of. I gotta call him too.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be a good guy for you to talk to too. Tim.
Okay, where?
But he was driving trucks one time. But he drove the truck one day and he had the truck loading. He went in and looked for the person who was loading the truck, right? And he came and he looked and saw a robot loading his truck.
That ain't far-fetched, man.
Because he was wondering what was taking him so long to load the truck.
Hey, look, that shit's not far-fetched.
No,
I don't know why people don't think it can happen.
AI, man.
Yeah, they coming through, man. They coming through.
I just want to tell you that right there. Go ahead.
Oh, I just never ate him playing. Man. Right, facts.
These people from scratch, and that technology has never existed before today.
To achieve this, the team behind Channel 1 analyzed the normal news production process and set about replacing every step with an AI engine.
There are so many parts of the system. And every time you see one of these little icons like this, that's a different artificial intelligence system running as an agent or a bot in the background, helping us get this workflow out.
Mossam says AI is not a goal in itself, simply a tool to achieve his objective, to produce personalized news in some 30 languages for millions of viewers around the globe.
Για παράδειγμα, αυτή τη στιγμή μιλάω στα ελληνικά.
We're not coming to the world and saying we like AI reporters and anchors better than humans. We like humans better. Humans are better at the job, obviously. What we're trying to do is to create personalization. And to do that, we need scale. Fox, CNN, and NBC, it's been reported that they spend $2.5 billion a year on their newsrooms. I need to put out more content than all of them combined, and I don't have $2.5 billion.
Channel 1 intends to mostly use content produced by major news agencies, feed it into the machine, and let AI rewrite, rehash, and reformat it.
That just came in this morning from the agency.
But there's no copyright issues? There wouldn't be no copyright issues? You see what I'm saying? How does that work? I couldn't just take the news and then there has to be certain, I don't know.
See, it's been loaded. The system's running through it.
Show the video,
understands the shots, and we are going to figure out the right structure and the right style and the right voiceovers. And now we are actually creating this video.
And just like in a real newsroom, AI journalists are more than just an image and a voice. They also have their own personality.
They have their own backstories, their own thoughts and opinions. They have their own memories of what they've reported on previously. They start to function almost as real people, which is terrifying to say.
To demonstrate the technology, the company created My Digital Double and used it to cover the Consumer Electronics Show.
So we used your double to present that sample story. You want to see it?
Yeah, sure. Bit afraid, but yeah.
Here we go.
After a 2023 dominated by artificial intelligence chatbots like OpenAI's ChatGPT, AI is expected to be a top CES trend.
That's crazy. Well, if you can do this, I mean, there's no limit to what you can do, right? So
that's correct.
While you see and hear me talking right now, it's actually not me speaking, but rather my digital clone. The computer can have me say pretty much anything. Puede hacerme hablar en español mucho mejor que yo mismo. Моя цифровая копия тоже прекрасно говорит по-русски. حتى أنني أستطيع التحدث بالعربية وعشرات اللغات الأخرى.
All presented by our team of AI-generated reporters.
Nikita Roy is a journalist specialized in artificial intelligence. She says she's impressed by Channel 1's demonstration, impressed but not surprised.
This is the future of the media ecosystem. Not just them, anybody can create these human AI avatars telling the news. That's something that's possible now with AI. But with that, a lot of ethical concerns come into place.
Roy warns that artificial intelligence has a propensity to hallucinate and to spread falsehoods.
So it could hallucinate and spread. Wow.
You daggone right, man.
They make it seem like it's perfect, huh? Shit got glitches, man. Right? BJ got bugs in that mother, right?
You right.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, man. But yeah, what it is. So what you got on the agenda for tomorrow, man? I might get up early. Got some things. I gotta get up early and do some things, and then I might start a show early in the morning.
Yeah, well, send me the link, man.
If I do it, I gotta see what's up in the morning first. Got a couple things gotta handle, Got going that. I told you it was crazy outside at night, man. Coming down the street, it looked like they had a checkpoint or somebody got an accident or something. So, yeah, it's about to be the holidays. So,
once again, you know what I'm saying? Once again, that money time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting ready to catch me a big fat jolly white man coming in the chimney.
Man.
Yeah.
Beat him down, huh? Man.
Yeah, let me say something to you, man. Let me say something to you, man, about that. Now, if somebody come down your chimney, you would think that's a burglar, right?
Oh yeah.
So that means you don't care about burglary. You let somebody come down your chimney to get a pack, some cookies.
Man, to give you something, right? How does that work? Somebody you go to your house to give you something? You're not stealing. He's not taking you.
By the way, his name is Satan. Santa equals Satan. It's in the word.
You see where the true history comes from? I'm telling you.
But I mean, we just gotta understand what's going on and hit it where it's at, man. People just gotta understand. Hey, look, don't continue to be played.
Thanks.
And always, think about what's going on around you. Think about it, and I mean, you just have to I would say be able to piece things together at best. So
that's true.
But you're right, junior coach. They can make an AI photo of you touching the kid.
Damn, yo, that's not good. You can never know, bro. What type of shit? See, that's crazy. That's good, bro. I'm going to start framing motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You see how these people? I'm telling you. What you talking about? They wanted to make that pre-crime shit. I'm telling you, BJ, they wanted to make that pre-crime law, right? Minority Report, BJ?
Yeah, Minority Report, brother.
Is it art imitating life or life imitating art, man? Which one is it, BJ? Golly, bro. So shout out to your information. I know you're tired, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, I got you, King BJ Johnson, YouTube, KingBJMedia.com, Bernard 1121 Instagram, Bernard Johnson Facebook, and what else we got here? 1987 BJ1 on X.
Word.
We gotta get some things going. Yeah, I gotta see. I gotta do a show of a lot of stuff, man. I gotta talk about the food industry. I gotta talk about some of these picks. I gotta talk about what's going on. A lot of things gotta address. HBCU closures.
Oh shit, word.
I don't know. I gotta get address some other things too. Don't worry. I probably won't get the Diddy probably about, somewhere down the line later in the month.
Did he do it or did he not?
I have to bring him in my clown show topic.
Yeah, that's definitely some clown show. So that bit.
But I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fall out with your wife or kids and things like that if you feel they didn't do what you wanted. People got to be more, I would say, lovable these days. And know how to try to get along with people. I mean, that they can right now. Because they're not coming sooner or later. It may not matter that much, but nevertheless, you keep doing what you're doing, brother. Take your time. Matter of fact, I'll let you close out. Shoot, go ahead. Whatever.
Well, yeah. You know, I actually am gonna close out soon too. Shit. I said I actually am gonna close out soon too. My damn self. When you say, I'll just finish this video real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy though, man. I generated. Boy, must publicize names of government employees he wants to cut. Damn. Federal workers. Hold on. Real quick, DJ. So fair use.
Become a cybersecurity professional in less than a year. Our live virtual classes take place.
Federal employees have something new to worry about here in Washington. Elon Musk, who was selected by Donald Trump to find areas to cut in the government, is going after individual workers in a very public way, shaming them before his legions of followers on X. Last week, Musk singled out federal workers on his social media platform. That's become a tool of the MAGA movement. CNN media correspondent Hadas Gold joins me now. Hadas, I mean, this obviously has the potential to get very disturbing very quickly. What can you tell us?
Yeah, I mean, I think that there is bipartisan support, even amongst some federal workers, to try and streamline and make the government more efficient. And federal employees are aware that there's likely going to be a lot of job cuts. But this is something that's really scaring them. And that is that Elon Musk reposted.
Why is that?
Several posts from other users that revealed the private names of 4 women who are working in climate-related jobs in the government. Now, one of the posts says, I don't think the U.S. taxpayer should pay for the employment of a director of climate diversification. Musk then reposted that post and said, so many fake jobs. Now, the information that was posted is from a publicly available database on government employees, and it does not reveal phone numbers or addresses or anything like that. But these people who were revealed, these are otherwise sort of relatively unknown government employees. None of them have public-facing jobs as spokespeople or anything like that. So by the richest man in the world, close confidant of the president-elect, essentially putting their names on blast, for many federal employees, this really scares them that Elon Musk's legions of fans will now be going after them personally, because he has done this before to other people who he feels are standing in his way. And those people have had death threats. They've had to leave their homes. They've been fearful for their lives as a result of being targeted by Elon Musk. Now, the union that represents federal workers has put out a statement, and they say that these tactics are aimed at sowing terror and fear at federal employees. They say it's intended to make them fearful that they will become afraid to speak up. And Jim, something really interesting, I actually reached out to some experts on cyber harassment, online abuse, trying to get sort of their take on this. Jim, I had several of them refuse to speak to me on the record. And these are, academics, experts, things like that, because they themselves were fearful of becoming a target of Elon Musk themselves. Now, we did reach out to Vivek Ramaswamy, who is also part of this effort, this Department of Government Efficiency, and he didn't speak directly to whether it was appropriate to single out these individuals, but he did say our opponent is not any particular individual. Our opponent is the bureaucracy. And I'll also add that we did try to reach out to Elon Musk via the X press office, but they did not reply to our request for comment.
All right, Hadass Gold, thank you.
Interesting.
Thank you very much. Let's talk more about this. I want to bring in CNN political commentators Maria Cardona, Democratic strategist, and Shermichael
Interesting.
Singleton, a Republican strategist. Shermichael, should Elon Musk be going after individual federal workers on his social media platform this way? Isn't this cyberbullying?
Well, look, I mean, the reporter just said that it was doxing. I don't know if I would describe it that way. I mean, doxing is publishing private information, which the previous reporter you just had on also acknowledged that. I wouldn't go this route, though. I mean, I think you can fulfill your objective by removing many of these offices, closing down various departments if your goal, without necessarily naming people. I just don't think that that's useful, Jim. I mean, these people are probably already scared as hell that they're probably going to lose their jobs at some point. Focus on the goal, downsize when necessary. Don't put.
What y'all think? BJ, what you think about that?
I told you that Elon Musk is an AI guy, so there gonna be some AI in there.
Facts. Goes hand in hand.
But ain't nobody watching these clowns like them on the way.
Oh no.
People's private, public names out there.
Yeah, Maria, isn't this sort of trying to create a climate of fear here in Washington?
Yeah, it's absolutely grotesque and disgusting, and it shouldn't be allowed. Jim, this is the type of behavior that if our children engaged in this, and when they do, if like in high school or junior high or middle school, you have a meeting with their teachers and their principals, and there is a punishment that is there for kids who engage in this type of bullying behavior.
Elon Musk is being a mean girl?
Exactly. And you know what that comes from? Insecurity. What is he insecure about? There are ways to do what he and Vivek Ramaswamy and Donald Trump want to do in terms of refining the federal government, taking away the kinds of jobs that they say are a waste. This is not how you do that, right? This is not how you go about making the government more efficient. This is how you go about injecting fear and, frankly, provoking violence against these workers who, Jim, as you know, I worked in the federal government during the Clinton administration, and I worked with so many public servants who were incredibly committed, and all they wanted to do was their job.
And I do want to talk a little bit more about some of these picks, Shermichael. Trump's pick for director of the Domestic Policy Council. I mean, these are sometimes some of these we don't talk about quite as much, but Vince Haley, part of the Trump team. He was a proponent of the fake elector scheme after the 2020 election. And we can put this up on screen. This is according to the January 6th committee and some reporting we did here at CNN. He was circulating this idea that you could have state legislators, fake electors, and he at one point wrote in a text, "We should boldly assert that state legislators have the constitutional right to substitute their judgment for a certified majority of their constituents." I mean, Shermichael, are you worried about some of the people who are coming into some very important roles in the new Trump administration?
No, I'm not. When you win elections, you have the obligation to choose who you want. I mean, no one's thinking about what happened 4 years ago. When people are thinking about the present and they're thinking about the future, Jim. And when you win the election, just like when Joe Biden won, Joe Biden was able to choose whoever the heck he wanted. I didn't like all of the people. Many Republicans didn't like all of the people. Donald Trump has the obligation and the authority as the president-elect to do the same darn thing. And some Democrats aren't going to like it either. And my advice would be to get over it, just as we had to get over it nearly 4 years ago when we lost the election.
But you know what? And Shermichael, I love you. Donald Trump himself has said that part of his goal is to go into the DOJ and to all of these agencies and relook at what happened in the 2020 election. So we can get over it. No, we can get over it, but you need to tell your president-elect, our president-elect, but your guy to get over it as well.
Yeah, he hasn't really gotten over it, has he?
No, he has not. That's the problem, and he's making everyone suffer for it.
Jim, most Republicans that I know have gotten over it. They want to govern. They want to deliver results for the American people. They want to think about the future. That's what the American people elected Donald Trump to focus on, the future, not the past. And my advice to the president-elect will be to do just that, focus on the future.
Yeah,
But he's
let's
not.
let's talk
That's
about
the problem.
let's talk about the past a little bit more. We're hearing for the first time from top members of the Harris campaign about what went wrong in the 2024 election.
Man, they stole the money. That's what went wrong.
Donald Trump won this time around. Let's take a listen to this clip from Pod Save America.
Stealing.
Republicans don't make Trump apologize. And as Stephanie said, we don't have to mimic it. But I think that there are a lot of times where if you're in the Democratic Party and you step out of line, you get punished for it. Trump is putting these Republicans in the worst possible political, or what would seem to be, and they support it because they're, at the end of the day, they understand that it weakens Trump. And, you know, this may sound like a shot across the bow, but it should be. Democrats are eating our own to a very high degree. And until that stops, we're not going to be able to address a lot of the things that just need to be said.
Yeah, Maria, what do you think about that?
I think there's a point to that. You know, I heard a lot during the election about how Democrats could learn a lot from Republicans about loyalty, but frankly, just about protecting your own and focusing on the what our goal should be and our priority, which should be winning. But look,
it's a little complicated, though, because, I mean, Democrats had a choice. They could have stuck with Joe Biden. They went with Kamala Harris.
Right.
The president was essentially pressured to step aside in favor of Kamala Harris. But had he not done that, it could have been an even bigger landslide.
Sure. And here's
not
what
that this one was a landslide, but it could have been a big victory.
That's right. It was not a landslide. It was not, there's no mandate, and it's very, very close election still. The fact of the matter is that there's so much coulda, woulda, shoulda in terms of what happened or what didn't.
Man, he smoked her. That was a damn landslide. He beat the heck out of her in that.
Didn't happen, and that is going to go on for months. I think the Democratic Party needs to focus on what we need to do moving forward. As we have seen, Republicans are going to overreach. They cannot help themselves. They're going to put in policies and they're going to have behaviors like we just talked about that the American people are going to reject, and we need to be there in 2 years and in 4 years to make sure that we are fighting back for the American people.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot, Maria Shermichael.
Jim, I just want to say quickly.
Quick final thought.
Look,
go ahead.
The vice president got 74 million votes, way more than Hillary Clinton by, I think, about 8 million. That's an incredible run in about 100 days. And I want to give the vice president her credit.
A lot fewer than
but
Joe
I do
Biden.
Want to be critical of her advisors. Jim, they spent $1.6 billion and left the vice president's campaign at $20 million debt. I would never hire any of them again. I don't blame that on the vice president. I blame that on Democratic consultants.
All right, we're going to keep this conversation. We'll talk about that.
Absolutely.
We'll do more of the woulda, coulda.
We want to take accountability, man. All right, so I'm about to close out, man. You know what I'm saying? So, looking out for, you know what I'm saying, Doug Boss, you know what I'm saying, Junior Coltrane, Shannon, you know what I mean? Everybody that contributed in the chat, you know what I'm saying? Word, appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Pioneer, you know what I mean? Salute for tapping in. Everybody else, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Shaq and Dawson, y'all still up? What up? You know what I'm saying? I know BJ still. Yep, you know what I'm saying? You got to get up early, man. Everybody got to get up early for this Thanksgiving Eve, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I think Dawson and Shaq off, but y'all could follow them. You know, Shaq Waller on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Shaq Edwards on Facebook, you know what I mean? Word. You can, Shar Speaks on Instagram. And also Facebook, Charmaine Dawson on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Follow Charmaine, you know what I mean? Word. I'm definitely holla at y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, man, good looking out for tapping in. Jack, Dawson, and BJ, man, good looking out. Word, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be contributing a lot to the channel and to this chat, you know what I'm saying? Junior Coltrane, good looking out. I know what did the rest of the chat say? They do stay lying, man. People on CNN, boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be believing in lies and shit, man. So until next time, y'all, man. So BJ, Shaq Dawson, good looking out for coming on. Salute, salute. And until then, man, Shaq, good looking out. I'm gonna holler at y'all tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy holidays, holy days, and all that. All right. Salute, salute.